And we are live. Well, our avatars are up anyway.
Yep. Hi, people.
Hello, hello.
Don't mind the crunching. The dog is eating, and so am I.
Right?
Hey, Tina, you just went live.
Cool.
At
Getting
least
that.
you know the notification went out for some people.
Yep. I'm getting the link pinned. That way it's up.
Yay.
Tim is out doing the shopping. So he won't be here.
Put him to work, did you?
Yes, he's out of the house.
Hey, Kristen.
And hello, Kristen. You gonna jump on and visit with us today, Kristen? Hey, TG.
What's up, TG?
Anything new and interesting going on, ladies? It's guys' weekend. Are they talking about, motorcycles and cars again?
It's a sunny day in England. Well, hoorah, that's a rarity, isn't it?
Poor Kristen. And you can only listen to that for so long.
Right?
I've got to get myself a new webcam, so I have no picture. That's why we have just my avatar. That's why I had just avatar yesterday while I was on Cody's.
And I have my avatar up because I'm shoveling food in my face.
Ooh, you had a thunderstorm about 7 a.m. That's going to make it nice and muggy.
Actually, look like we're having blue skies with a few clouds, but no storm clouds or anything today.
You were getting it pretty good last night from what I can see on the radar.
I was?
Well, in your area. How about that?
Maybe around it. I don't think we got any. Right, Kristen? Means I might get fed twice a day today.
Maybe.
Huh.
I always did enjoy hanging out the laundry. When I could actually do it. The laundry always smelled so good, especially when I lived out in the country.
Yep.
Living in town, it was all right, but yeah, well, I'm not talking real loud either, so gotta dry the panties. Yeah, I'm just not real loud today. I'm kind of mellow.
I'm eating.
Fiji's. I'm just relaxing. It it's good to be relaxed for a change.
I'm still zombified. Aw.
The dog's hiding because the men's are too loud.
Tell those assholes to shut up. They're scaring the dog. Tell them, shut up. You're terrifying the puffball. Really, Simi?
Yep.
My dog drinks water so fucking loud. Hey, listen up. Come on. What'd I say? Thank you. She'll drink the whole bowl if I let her.
Oh, I know. So yeah, I'm watching The Walking Dead again, and I'm managed to get up to season 4, and I think I'm on like episode 7. I think this is like my third time watching it through. I can't. It's just one of those things for me. I'm constantly got something watching. Always on the TV. Anybody else? And it's always like Netflix or uh, something like that because I don't have regular TV. Oh my! In the heat? Oh my! No, 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 no. Maybe when I was younger, but not now. And then when I say younger, I'm talking when I was a kid, a teenager.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have regular TV either.
I mean, I've got Sling, which means I can still watch history and stuff like that, which I have
Yeah.
not. But I prefer the Travel Channel and history and TLC and things like that.
Yeah, I've watched The Walking Dead. Rewatched it a few times. It kills me every time Sophia gets found in that barn, though.
Mm-hmm.
But, Daryl. Yum.
Right. Hey, Papa.
Hi, Papa.
How are you today, dear? I love the pictures that you post for in the morning and at night on Facebook.
I don't get notifications for, like, anything. My Facebook is just so screwed up. I went into check out my education thing, and the posts, like my notifications were like so and so posted, and it was for 15 hours before. I'm like, what? And when I went in there, there were the posts were like an hour ago or whatever. I'm like, okay, so yeah, it's all over the place. I'm like, whatever.
Right.
I'd like, yeah, I agree. Well, I don't have my Netflix right now, so um, with the financial crunch that I'm in, I couldn't do it. I do have my Amazon Prime because I need that for shipping, and there are necessities that I have to buy on Amazon every month. So I still have my Amazon Prime, so I watch stuff on that.
I watch the CW app a lot.
And there's that soaptoday.com or whatever or .net or whatever it is
I
that you
use
can
.net.
go to and get free movies and TV series and all of that on there. So, my tummy does not feel good.
Did you eat too fast?
No, it was kind of sore before that, and I thought I was just hungry, but now I've eaten and it's still not. Weird. I don't know.
But no, I said, yeah. Papa, in the mornings he posts a good morning photo,
Uh,
and at night he posts a good night photo.
cool.
The images they're really pretty.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Dean just did another gravity check.
So did Marty. No, I haven't. They have an Amazon Prime discount rate. They charged me full for it, so
And now he's looking straight up at the top of his tank and he's going, what the hell?
you gotta get down here.
Hi, Darlene.
Hey, Darlene.
How are you today, dear? There is not a whole lot going on today. We're just hanging out, chillaxing. It's kind of a quiet, peaceful day. My rowdy hubby is out doing the shopping.
Uh, he has been feeling feisty lately, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Definitely feeling his oats, as we say.
Yeah. I just popped something in the private chat, Tina. I will be right back, people.
Okay. Not a problem. No, I'm doing pretty good, Darlene. I'm enjoying the peace and quiet. I love my hubby, but I love it even more when he actually goes and does something. My daughters like to go to the store. I miss him going to work. I miss my quiet time. Don't get me wrong, he is quiet, but I miss being in the house alone. Anybody else miss alone time? Kristen, I knew you would. I somehow had a feeling you would definitely be one of them that misses it.
I have too much alone time.
Uh, that's true, you do, but I mean, it could be different. And then I just heard my spawn.
Dude, outside.
Oh, yep, there he is.
Oh
Hi,
god.
Spawn.
Oh god, it's Cody. How you doing, Cody?
Good. How are you?
Tired?
Yeah. How's work going?
Stressful?
Aw.
I quit, but my parents won't let me.
No,
Welcome to adulting.
I don't need to adult yet.
It's good practice. I've heard you coming in and go, but Mom, this only costs this much, and it only costs this much, and now you can go, crap, I don't want to pay that, just like she does.
The only thing I don't want to pay for is gas.
Well, guess what?
I don't have to pay for it yet. I don't have a license. Gas over here is reaching about $4.
You will be second guessing all those game things that you want to buy and going, do I really need that? Because I really don't want to spend that much on it. It's a whole different story when it's someone else's money.
oh, Darlene, trying to get in with the neurologist. Well, I hope that for your sake, you have a much better neurologist than Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, true story.
I'm going to steal one of your 7-Ups.
Okay.
Maybe
Watch
two
the
of
cord
them.
for the fan, please.
Maybe 2, I don't know.
Then tell your doctor to call the neurologist and tell them that you want it earlier. There's nothing you can do to change it unless there's somebody that doesn't show up and you can show up last minute.
I mean, it's good that your blood work all came back good.
Yeah. Huh. I have SSI. I'll have to look into that. Thank you, Papa.
Dang, I might have to look into that.
Right?
I could do with a break right now.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I still haven't gotten my 500 points. Dedication rewards.
I don't know nothing about it. You deal with it on your own.
Now,
See if I.
this shirt's comfy.
Huh.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, so that's something new. Okay. Yeah, that'd be why I really hadn't heard about it. But my arms and hands don't fall asleep. I get occasional numbness, but mostly major tingling. Gee, Manetly, child.
Wow.
That was from the other room,
Holy crap.
right?
Got a problem?
You.
Yeah, you pig.
Hey,
Say excuse me.
hey. I take offense to that.
Good. Have some manners. Your mama raised you better than that. Say excuse me.
Excuse you.
You little shit.
And the things that I deal with.
Right.
And just think, you got one living in your house.
Yep. Just think, you got many more years of that.
I can hope not.
It's like they could be this and then fucking pictures.
Oy.
Then and now.
But man. Any excitement going on for the day for anybody? I know that, Cody and I are pretty much, this is it.
No, we have something going on later today with somebody else.
Yeah, true. But I mean, sitting at home, this is it. This is
it's definitely it.
I mean, I gotta clean snake tanks this afternoon.
So exciting.
Oh yeah. Well, they need it really bad. I have sheds that I've got to get out of there. One had a really bad shed, so it's a fleck everywhere. Darlene.
Yeah, it's mostly just sleeping and cruising YouTube and moderating the Facebook group that I do, and that I moderate for. It's not my group. I moderate for them, and yeah, that's about it until 7:00 tonight.
Yep.
My time.
6 o'clock mine.
Yeah. Because tonight Amy's going live. Little chit chat. Been a while.
Yep. Yep. My plans are later this afternoon to work on getting the serpents in their houses all cleaned up.
Kristen, seriously, you're trying to clean your kitchen with a group of men in your house? Good luck with that. Do you have a fire hose?
Do you have a basement?
Make them all go in there. Oh, she's waiting to say, like, good plan.
Yeah, very good plan. Wait until they leave.
Then get the fire hose. Oh, God. No, that wouldn't happen in my house. I'd be like, y'all pigs need to go outside.
They spill coffee, or is that when they're making their...
It's like, if you have the uncoordination of, I don't know, a marionette, then you are not house trained and you need to go the fuck outside. Get out.
Is that when they're making their cups of coffee that it's that way?
Either that or they swing it around when they're talking like Victoria does.
Oh my God. Goodness.
That woman. I'm constantly like, coffee! Put the coffee cup down.
God, she makes me a nervous wreck. She's trying to talk and she's got that cup of coffee in her hand and it never fails. I'm like, oh my God, you're either going to slosh it all over and you're going to ruin your keyboard or you're going to end up wearing it. And she has ended up wearing it.
Yeah, she has. And she was like, and I hadn't said anything in chat yet, but I was there when that happened. And she's like, oh my God, Cody's going to be like, I told you so. And I piped up right then and said, I told you so.
And I looked at her cup one morning when I actually was awake enough to watch. And I'm like, oh my God, there's
Yep.
no coffee in there. It's all creamer. At least when I make a cup of coffee, you can see that it's still coffee.
Hey, don't be picking on people's coffee levels. You know, some people like it with the John used to drink it black,
Oh no, we
and
don't do that.
his wife would put so much milk in it that it was no longer coffee. You know, so everybody drinks their nasty swill different ways.
Oh, I said,
Me, I'm like, damn, somebody put coffee in my hot chocolate cup.
you sweep for the floor and all that stuff. Yeah, I was like, when I worked up here at the office for the trailer park. The maintenance guy, he could never pour himself a cup of coffee without spilling it all over the counter. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Yep.
That you can't pour a cup of coffee? Seriously.
It's like, nope, if you're not house trained, get the fuck out.
And he couldn't put sugar in his damn coffee either without making a trail for the ants. I'm like, seriously, dude.
And then they don't clean it up after themselves.
No,
they just leave it there.
I was
They just leave it
forever cleaning up after this dude.
No. I would have told him, you're not allowed to get any more coffee. Go away.
Chris is like, that's these guys. Seriously.
Yeah, no. No. I'd be like, nope, sorry, there's no coffee. The coffee maker's broken, as I'm sitting there drinking a cup of coffee, you know?
Right. Oh, my.
Sorry, you all had to go and spend the money at Starbucks or Krispy Kreme or something. Dunkin's. Have a nice day.
Yeah, we have a good place here in Springfield that makes awesome donuts. It's called Mellow Cream. Oh.
Yeah.
I used to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning just so I could be up and functionable enough to drive over to Springfield to get donuts.
We had a supermarket in Massachusetts that made donuts, and they were bigger than than Dunkin' Donuts, and they made this maple donut that was the fucking bomb, man. You could only eat one of them. They were so filling.
Oh, the filling were rich.
And it was like that frosting filling.
Oh, uh-huh.
And then it had the glaze on the top, so it was maple flavor inside and outside. Oh, it was so good. I want one now. Fuck.
Memories.
Yeah, but they were. I mean, you know, usually I can do two Dunkin' Donuts because they're not that big.
Yeah.
But these, I got two of them, and I had to save one for later because just eating one of them was like eating a 3-course meal. I was so full. I was like, oh my God, hold on while I roll down the street, you know?
Yeah, right?
Without the car. And yeah, they were so good. Yeah, TG, donuts.
I said, well, Kristen said at least they bring the donuts.
TG, do you guys have like donuts like we have here? Or is it called something else and made differently? Because we have that whole, you know, cookie versus biscuit controversy that goes on with Wendy. So I was wondering if you guys have donuts like we have at Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme, and all that. Oh, cool. Cool. I have to ask because there are cultural differences, you know, and so I figured I'd ask.
Yeah. How many times have I showed that girl an actual biscuit? And Willow, too.
But I mean, they are called that there, which, you know.
I know.
The only things they claim or that they justify as a cookie is if it has chocolate chips in it. I'm like, no.
Enough to drive you crazy.
I think Wendy's head would explode if she came over here and went into a bakery with all their different cookies.
Right?
She'd be like, no, they're all biscuits. What are you doing?
And here they go with more coffee.
Yeah. Put baby wipes on the counter since they're children and can't clean up after themselves.
Make sure you got plenty of Clorox wipes right there.
And hell, even Talon, when he was like 5 years old, used to clean better than his mama did.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. Yes, it was. I miss him.
But no, I said, we're just hanging out. Hello to anybody else that's come in, hanging out in the rafters and listening. And yeah, hello, Onyx.
Onyx said, good morning. TJ, right? Real bakeries here are amazing. And you walk in and they smell so good. It's like between bakeries and candle stores, I don't know which one I actually like more.
Right?
Both of them have just that soothing, puts me in a happy place, you know?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Going into a delicatessen, hello.
Yeah, no, I'm not so much for delicatessens. But like walking in a Yankee Candle, oh, it's like an instant aromatherapy orgasm for me. It's funny because my mom used to stand outside because she couldn't stand the combination of all the scents. And Michael didn't really like to go in them either, but John was all like, "Come on, let's go," you know.
I can see that.
Yep.
I could really see that.
Hell, John was usually through the door before I was. It's like, hurry up. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? Yeah, aromagasm. It was. It seriously was. I love walking in candle stores. Hey, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Barbara is not blue.
I see this.
Welcome to the Crazy Channel, where crazy people hang out, talk about crazy things.
Or would you smell them?
Yeah, today we're very calm, for right now, anyway. It could change at any moment. It depends on who brings up what subject, you know?
And how fast it's quashed.
Yeah. Well, we might not squash it. You never know.
It depends on what it is.
Yeah. It is way too bright and sunny outside. Ugh.
It is a nice day.
Well, nice is subjective. See, I don't like the sun because I fry to a crisp. Even looking at it through the window, I feel like my skin is on fire. TJ. She's doing that because she knows I can't kick her out.
Banana. Bless her.
You could show up in my channel and be gray, though, TJ. Just keep that in mind. Take your little blue wrench away.
Oops.
No, I decided to stop doing that because people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get timed out," and I'm like, "Guess what? Not anymore. Have fun." It got to be too much, you know.
It got to be more of a nuisance than anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you have so many people in your chat and you time out all but two of them, your chat doesn't move too fast when that happens.
Right?
Yeah. Laugh it up, funny Brit. Call you what I call Wendy, you bratty Brit. Speaking of Wendy, where is Wendy? She should be in here. It's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon or 5 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. What time is it over there, TJ? Yeah, you're a good girl, all right.
Yeah, it's 6.
6 p.m. Yeah. So Wendy should be awake right now. Where is she?
I don't know.
She's slacking, man. She's gonna get fired. You feel proud of yourself now, Onyx? Onyx jumped up on the bed, walked right over to the door. Dog stuck her nose in the dog's face, got growled at, and walked away like, okay, my work here is done.
That's funny.
Unbelievable.
What's that?
The dog and the cat.
Oh.
Dog growled at the cat. I say something to cat. Dog comes over to make sure she's not in trouble. Like, I love you, Mommy. I give her a pat, and she gets up and goes back over and lays back down on my pillow. Like 3/4 of her body is currently on my pillows. I'm like, look, princess, you got the whole bed to lay on. Why are you on my pillows? I go to lay down and all I can smell is freaking dog feet. You know, it's like, stop
You
it.
need some Febreze handy so that you can spray your pillows.
Yeah, I can't stand the smell of that stuff, though not directly in my face, because I have like the pillow protectors on my pillows. Because when I first got these pillows, my eyes started acting up bad, and I'm like, what is going on? I mean, they were all puffy, and I'm like, and John got me one of the pillow protectors for the pillow that I actually put my face on, and I put it on there, and my eyes cleared up. So apparently, I'm allergic to the pillow, and it's like a mock feather pillow,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently my face doesn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to be real careful what I put my face on, you know. Used to have to be careful what I put my mouth on. Now I have to be careful what I put my face on.
I am not gonna go there.
Wah, wah, wah.
Because you should always be careful what you put your face and your mouth on.
I agree.
That's kind of a given.
But I'm old now. Those opportunities don't come up so often.
Man.
Bing. Yeah, noon in Fargo. It is 1 o'clock in South Carolina.
Wendy said she will be with us soon.
Well, she needs to move her little butt. She's gonna get fired. She keeps slacking off like this. You're fired. Yeah. The cats don't go on my pillows, just the dog. Well, the cats go on the pillow I don't sleep on, because I have 2 pillows. One propped on the other. So the cats sleep on the back pillow, the pillow that's behind the one I put my head on. They currently cannot sleep on the little princess pillow, my body pillow, which is folded in half and set over by the boxes because I have boxes on it. For some reason, there's a dog in my craft room. I can hear her walking around in there, and I don't know why she's in there. Unless my son's in the bathroom again. That's always possible. It's too quiet. Say something.
Something.
So we've come that low, have we? How many people we got in here?
7.
Wake up, people. Wakey, wakey.
Eggs and bacon.
Wake up, get out of bed. Wake up, you sleepyhead. I used to sing that right in John's ear when he had to get up. Oh my God, he hated it so bad. He'd be like, oh my God, stop. And I'm like, not until you're out of bed. And he'd be like, go away. And I'd be like, wake up. He'd like, oh, all right, I'm up. Well, he wouldn't wake up to the alarm. He kept hitting snooze. So if I have to annoy him to get him out of bed, that's what I had to do, you know?
Right.
Whatever works. And it worked. So
I tend to not pay attention to, news or anything like that.
yeah.
Because it's always filled with horribles. Well, I'm like, what the hell is going on? We can't go a single day without some kind of horribles.
Yeah, I know.
Yesterday, I guess there was some mass shooting again down in Austin, Texas.
Shit.
Like, son of a bitch.
You know, I was focusing on the whole nationals for gymnastics and all that, and with Simone Biles making history again.
Yeah.
I mean, the girl is fucking amazing.
Did you ever get to see the video?
I did.
Because it was on YouTube.
Yeah, I did. It was on a news channel, which is a lot more reliable apparently than People, which locked down my laptop. Don't click on People magazine links. But yeah, I did, and the girl has wings. I swear she has wings. She's absolutely amazing. She is a little powerhouse, man. And I mean, she's made history multiple times. She's got different moves named after her. Now she's got the vault she did was called the Yashenko.
Mm-hmm.
And she added an extra twist, so now it's the Biles version of the Yashenko. And it's a vault that usually only men do. So, you go, girl. You know? I am super impressed. Not that me being impressed matters, but damn, you know? I'll be right back.
Yeah, that stinks, Barbara. Cody twisted her back up the other day. Well, a few days back. Mangled it pretty good. She trying to do some stuff, get to the in and out of her wheelchair and whatnot, and her commode chair. Now, when you only got the one leg and you're trying to keep your balance, it kind of sucks. And then she was all twisted and tangled, and it was a hot mess. She's still not fully recovered.
Yeah, 2 days in a row, I almost fell, and so trying to compensate so you don't fall, and yeah, it's not fun, and I'm still feeling it. And then having to scoot around to get situated because I can't sit with my good leg hanging, like bent at the knee. I have to have it elevated. So I can't just sit on like the edge of my bed. I have to scoot backwards on my butt. So that's fun.
Okay, my cat's going.
Hey, Puss Puss. Ow. yeah, I can definitely sympathize with back issues.
And the men are talking about cancer now. All right.
Tell them spilling their coffee and shit all over the counter will give them cancer.
That's funny.
You know what you should do is along the bottom, like on the floor in front of the counter, get puppy pads. Put the puppy pads on the floor, and when they ask what they are, tell them, well, since you're not house trained, figured we'd cover all our bases.
Well, that would keep any spills right there. I mean,
Yeah, if they spill it off the counter, it would, yeah. But yeah, I am that bitch that would do that. Huh. When I first started having John sleep over at my house way back in the day.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I wouldn't say anything. But if she comes in and reads it, that's on you.
Yeah. Way back in the day, when John first started sleeping over my house, I had a coffee maker because the kid's father used to drink coffee. So, John being a coffee addict, he was a coffeeaholic. I'd let him use the coffee pot, and he made the most horrible mess every single time. Well, Kristen, they do. And one day the coffee maker wasn't available for him. He goes, "Where's the coffee maker?" I said, "I threw it away." He goes, "What?" I said, "I threw it away." He goes, "Why would you do that?" I was like, "Because you're a fucking slob. That's why I'm tired of cleaning up after your ass." So I was like, "You're not going to, be an adult and clean up after yourself. You don't get the coffee." He goes, "But I need coffee." I was like, "And I need my house to stay clean." And he's like, okay, I'll clean up after myself. I'm like, okay, coffee maker's under the counter, which you would know if you actually put anything away. So I said, the next time I really will throw it out because it doesn't mean shit to me. I don't give a damn about the coffee maker. I don't care. So he cleaned up after. The only time it made a mess is like if the little funnel thing wasn't lined up correctly with the coffee pot, and it ended up running outside the coffee pot, which has happened before. But he didn't make a mess pouring coffee anymore, that's for sure. Because he knew. And I told him even when he bought a coffee maker when we moved here, and the first thing he did was buy a damn coffee maker. I looked at him, I said, just one mess with that coffee. I was like, that thing's in the trash. Either that or what I'll do is I'll throw the coffee pot away, and he'll just have to sit there and look at the coffee maker with no coffee pot, and he won't be able to make coffee. He's like, that's cruel. I was like, hello, have you met me? He didn't make no more messes with coffee. I'm telling you, you gotta. Hey, Tim.
Oh.
Tell the spawn to get ready. He's got a car full.
Uh-huh.
Yay, food.
Well, yeah, definitely groceries, but there's also a lot of household goods that were needed. So I'm going to mute while I yell at the boy.
Okay. And as usual, y'all are going to get to hear me roll cigarettes because I woke up and was just not awake enough to roll cigarettes. I woke up at 20 past 11, so my time, of course. Because it would be silly for me to wake up on someone else's time. Oh, boy. Okay, Tim. Yeah, I woke up, my back was screaming at me as usual. I mean, it's like my back always hurts, but when I do something that strains it or puts stress on it, like almost falling and things like that, it really lets me know it's there more, chronic back pain. Ooh, yummy. Have fun, TG. It's always a good thing to spend time with Mom.
Ooh, I hope it's very, very yummy, TG.
Yeah.
All right. I got the boy paged.
Make him earn his keep, Tina.
I try. Now they're talking about cigarettes. Well, right. Tell them all about it, Onyx.
Yeah. She's harassing the dog again.
All different topics and subjects, cigarettes is part of cancer, so, hey, might as well give them all in there.
Pick one. Yeah, Kristen, like, we're so different. We are all over the board with our topics.
Right?
We range from everything from sex toys to drama to gymnastics and mass shooting. I mean, we are all over the place. So, back pain and
See, there you go.
missing legs and yeah, well, that kind of thing happens. Like they talk about. That sounded really rude. I didn't mean that kind of thing happens if people die of cancer, which I mean it does, but it doesn't.
Yep,
I don't mean to lessen. I don't mean to lessen the trauma of losing a parent. It's something that people talk about when it's happened to them. Somebody close to them.
Yep, my grandmother died of lung cancer.
Because then a lot of people then go on crusades to get everybody to quit smoking, and they don't realize, hello, you didn't do this before. You're doing it now, and I'm glad that you're aware. But people that smoke already know the dangers. You know what I mean? So giving them a lecture about smoking, it just annoys the crap out of them, and there's really no reason for it. Because if you don't know that smoking is bad for you, you've been living under a fucking rock.
Right?
It's really?
Well, she's telling you, Mom, it's bad for you. And it's bad for me. And she's loud. I love you too, Cody.
Bitch. Right after I say that lecturing people about smoking.
I was talking about the cat.
Uh-huh. Beach. Beach.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to lose somebody, but seriously, I've known smoking's bad for me since before I started smoking, people that smoke know it's bad for them.
Yeah, we do.
So.
Because believe me, it's hard because every day when I smell Tim, when he goes out outside to have a cigarette, and then he comes back in, and if I'm around him or he comes in beside me or whatever, I'm like,
yeah, because you can smell it.
I can smell it. Some days it smells awful, and other days it's like, God, I really want one.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, Tina, for not giving into that. Oh my God, I want one thing.
It's hard.
I know.
It is hard as hell, let me tell you.
I know it is.
And then, all of my friends be smoking their cigarettes and shit. And I'm just like, oh.
I would used to have total strangers, like I'd be outside smoking or whatever, being respectful to the people. Like if I was sitting with people eating or whatever, and the people that I was with didn't smoke, I'd go sit to the side or something, or go outside. If we were at a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God, really? I don't know where your crack stash is, but you need to share. And somebody outside would just walk up to me, a random stranger would walk up to me and goes, that's bad for you, right? And I'd look at them and go, you know, telling a total stranger that something is bad for them is bad for you, right? I mean, what gives them the right to come up and just accost me like that? You know, it's like you're taking your chances. You don't know who you're approaching. These days, you could get shot for doing that. I'm like, what are you, freaking stupid? No survival skills whatsoever. I'm like, yeah, you're the first one that's going to die during a zombie apocalypse. What are you going to do? Tell the zombies it's bad for them to eat people? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stick Onyx on them. That's all.
Yeah, you know, Kristen, I remember back in the day, I didn't even have to have a note. I just walked to the gas station and get a pack of cigarettes. Now,
Yep.
kids can't even do that for their parents. You
Yep.
know.
I used to do that too for my aunt. We took a ceramics class, and it was so funny because my mom was a very protective mom. She was a helicopter mom, right?
Ooh,
Mm-hmm. I couldn't go up our street past the top of the hill. She had to be able to see me at all times if I was outside. That kind of thing. It was horrible. And fly-by catting. But my aunt and I took a ceramics class, and it was, I don't know, about 1.5 miles from my house, and it was not downtown, but it was in kind of a shopping hub. It was where like the highway came into town. So there was gas stations and convenience stores and sub shops, and this woman set up a ceramic shop across the street from all of these little stores. Now, mind you, this is a major road in our town, so you know it was busy traffic. My aunt was like, "Oh shit, I'm out of cigarettes. Can you go across the street and grab me a pack?" She hands me, you know, back in the day when it was under $2.
yep.
She handed me like $2. She like run across and grabbed me some Pall Malls. She goes, "You know the kind of smoke?" I'm like, "Yeah," because I used to bum them off her. I was like, "You're gonna let me bum some, right?" She goes, "Yeah. Just go get my damn cigarettes." So there I was, like 10 years old, walking across 4 lanes of street on a busy road to the store by myself to get her cigarettes. Got her cigarettes, went all the way back. We sat outside and smoked a cigarette. I said, "You know, my mom would have a heart attack if she knew you let me do that." She goes, "Then don't tell her."
Right.
I was like, "Well, if I told her that, I'd have to tell her that you were giving me cigarettes." She goes, "Oh my God, please don't tell her." So yeah, my uncle used to.
At the gas station, I was an ID Nazi too. The people did not like me.
When
I was not getting busted.
When I worked at the gas station here, of course, by then, you know, that was 18, 19 years ago. The laws had already changed. You had to be 21.
Yeah, same here.
And oh yeah, I was the ID Nazi big time. I carded our mayor 3 times. The mayor of our town, I carded him. And he's like, "Do you know who I am?" I was like, "Yeah, you're the guy that's not showing me your ID so that you can get cigarettes." And he was like, "No, I mean, do you know who I actually am?" I'm like, "No. What difference does it make who you are?" And he goes, "Well, I'm the mayor of Anderson." I'm like, "Congratulations." I said, "But I still need your ID." He goes, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Do I look serious?" And he goes, "Where's Earl?" And I was, because that was the guy who owned the gas station. I was like, in his office. He goes, "Well, get him out here." I'm like, "Okay." So I walked over. It's like, "Hey, Earl, the mayor wants to see you." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "He said he wants to see you." He comes out and he goes, "Hey, what's the problem?" And he goes, "This girl keeps carding me." And Earl looked at me and I was like, "I'm not going to jail or losing my license." I was like, "You want to sell them cigarettes? Sign into this register on your own name and sell them cigarettes without showing ID." And he looked at the mayor. He goes, "She's doing her job, man. Why are you giving her a hard time? You're supposed to set an example." And the mayor was just like, "Well, shit," because you couldn't argue with that, right?
Right.
So he shows me his ID, and I sell him his cigarettes. And he came in 2 days later to get cigarettes.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, you know the rules. I was like, "How come you don't already have your ID out?" He goes, "You're going to card me again?" I'm like, "Uh-huh." I was like, "I have to card people every time they come in here. I don't care if they just came in 5 minutes before. I still need to see their ID again." He goes, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "How many times have we been over this question?" I'm like, "I'm doing my job." I was like, "Would you rather me not do it and sell to underage people or, you know?" And he was like, "But I'm not underage." I was like, "But rules are rules. Can you read? Because the sign is right there. Everyone must show ID to prove they're 21 or older." I was like, "Dude, I carded a guy that was 102." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Mm-hmm." I said he was over 100 years old. And he came in to get cigarettes. I was like, so, yeah, I carded him too. I carded a guy that didn't have a picture on his ID. I tried to card a guy, but he said he was a citizen of the universe and didn't have ID. I was like, well, then go to the universe to get your cigarettes because you're not getting them here.
Yep.
I did card the guy that didn't have his picture because legally you can claim religious reasons and not have your picture out on your ID, which makes it kind of a non-ID, but it was state issued, and I even checked with my boss because he was there at the time, and it was a legal ID. So I was like, okay. I was like, as long as my manager approved it, I'm good. Not going to jail. But my last day there, the next day I was going to work for Walmart. So it was my last night there, and I had a kid come in try and buy cigarettes. And I was like, I need your ID. He goes, oh, I didn't bring it with me. I was like, oh, well, you're not getting cigarettes, sorry. And I could see his friends sitting in the car because they pulled up right next to the windows. He's like, all right. And he goes outside, and he gets in the car, and then him and his friend come in. He hands his friend the money in front of me, and his friend pulls out his ID and asks for the same cigarettes the kid had just asked for. I went, nope. He's like, but I got my ID. I was like, yeah, but he just handed you the money for his cigarettes so that you could buy them for him. No. And this little white boy with horrible dreadlocks starts screaming at me that he's going to get me fired and I'm a bitch and I'm every name under the book. And I'm standing there and I looked at him. I said, are you done? He goes, I'm going to get you fired. I was like, are you done?
Are you done?
He's like, yeah, I'm fucking done. I was like, you're right, you're fucking done. I said, it's my last night and I will come over this counter and kick your fucking ass all the way out of my store. I was like, I don't give a fuck who you are, who you know, what you going to do. I was like, get the fuck out of my store now before I do come over this counter. He was like, oh, fuck. And they ran out of the store and they left.
That's funny.
I had zero fucks to give. I had like 15 minutes before I was closing everything down. I didn't care.
Yeah.
And I guess his daddy was some bigwig with the city council or something. And the gas station owner heard about it. And he's like, I was the only redhead working. So, of course, I was very, it was very obvious who it was. He was like, some big redhead. And I was like, yeah, that'd be me. He goes, did you really threaten to come over the counter and kick his ass? I said, I did. He goes, holy shit, girl, do you know what you did? I was like, I do. I'm like, and? I was like, give them my address. Have them come. I didn't do anything illegal. I was like, I didn't actually come over the counter and touch them. I was like, they were coming in illegally to buy cigarettes, so that's on them. I said, they were threatening me with all kinds of shit. It's on tape how aggressive they were because the door is on camera.
Yeah.
And they were standing right in front of the door, so they were in camera, you know? I was like, you can see how aggressive they were being, and I was just standing there until they were done. So, yeah. It's like, try me, little boy. I was like, I'll pull all them dreadlocks right out of your fucking head and choke you with them. I'm telling you, I think it's because white people, their scalps are white, so the dreadlocks, they don't look good.
No, they don't.
Because he had like dirty blonde hair that looked like it hadn't been washed in years, and it just, no, it did not look good whatsoever. I'm like, go shave your head, child. I'm like, no. No, yeah. Yeah, the little girl that was across the street, they lived here until she was about a year and a half old, 2 years old. It was a black couple that lived across the street, and they were actually living there when the baby was born. So I got to watch this little girl grow up, like outside. First she's in a stroller, and then she's toddling around, landing on her butt, and all of that. And she was so adorable. Yeah. And her mom brought her over, and she had little cornrows. She had done little cornrows. How she got that child to sit that long, I don't know, but she looked absolutely, and little black girls look absolutely adorable with cornrows. I gotta say it. And I know for a fact that unless you're Bo Derek, you're not getting away with those if you're white. You know? Hi, Kevin. Boobies. So, yeah, she was just so cute.
Are they flat boobies?
Oh, flat boobies are bad.
With that kind of scrunched face. What the hell? I don't know.
Maybe he's looking at boobies.
Maybe.
It's Kevin. You never know.
We don't.
How are you this morning, Kevin? So yeah, and I wasn't trying to make it a racist thing. It was just the differences in hairstyles. What looks good on one, and
Does not look good on another.
yeah, and it's I don't know. I kind of have an issue about calling all humans different races when we're all the same race. We're just different colors.
Right.
So. And I refuse to say African American because these people did not originate in Africa. Therefore, they are not transplants and not African American.
Right.
And that is my opinion. And if people don't like it,
there are white African Americans.
yeah. So, I mean, white, black, pink, purple. I don't care what color you are, but unless you come from another country and transplant here, then you are not that country and then this country.
Right.
If you are born in America, you are American. Have a nice day. But anyway, you can say you are of that descent. Hey, Willow.
Hi, Willow.
I mean, you can say you're, Russian descent or, English descent or African descent or whatever, but. And I have issues with people calling the indigenous descent Native Americans because anybody that's born in the country is Native by definition. I don't know. I get very complicated when I think of things like that, so I'll just stop.
I'll say you're going down a rabbit hole, honey.
I doing the bunny hop. Leave me the fuck alone. You're the one who started all these rabbit holes. 420. That's right.
Apparently, Tim says you're going down a froggy hole. He said, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Ah, fuck off, Tim. Nope, no manamanas for you. You're grounded. Tina's over there going, yes.
Hey, what did you do, baby? It's cooking out tonight. I'm gonna make mashed potatoes. He's gonna put the corn on the grill, so I gotta try to figure out the corn. And,
Hello, whichever daughter that is.
hi,
It's Jessie or Babe.
Hi, Jessie.
the one with the baby girl.
Oh, I love her. She's so cute. I want to just eat her with a spoon. I love her little cheek. She's so cute. That sounds really bad when people say, like, I want to just eat her up. It's like, hello, cannibal.
Right.
But you know what I mean. I love babies. I love babies that I can cuddle and then give back.
She's not much of a cuddle person unless she's really sleepy.
Sleepy babies are the best, man.
I'll go ahead and make adult drinks tonight, too.
All I know is that around that child, you need to hide your cats.
1 minute you're going over the counter and beating the shit out of people, and now you're eating babies.
That's right.
What the fuck?
All I know is that around that child, you need to hide your cats. Rookie.
I did that yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
I was still asleep.
Peach crown, lemonade, slushies.
Well, it's a diversified chat, Willow.
We come bearing gifts.
What'd you get me?
Drugs.
Ow!
Nothing.
Well, you suck.
It wasn't my money.
He didn't do it.
Well, you suck too. I want presents.
Oh. We're allowed to use those?
No.
Eventually.
But apparently there's mouses in here that need to be in the freezer.
I didn't put pickles or anything.
Okay.
I'll take them ready. Because there's not any that are big enough, and we got an oil can for Sammy, but we picked this up.
Tina, mute.
Oh, she's fine.
That'll work. Bigger than the log.
How are you, Willow?
And then you put your
Just work out. Got my breathing treatment done.
Good.
here's your items.
Not real with it yet.
Yeah, I'm still waking up. I'm a little better than I was a little bit ago. My son brought me food, so I was able to wake up a bit and actually have lunch. I was like, wow, it's a special day. It's a special day when I get to eat twice in one day. Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
Oh, Wendy, Wendy.
Yeah, apparently Kevin's diversifying. He's went from being sugar tits to boobies.
Yep.
Which actually shouldn't it be moobies?
Depends on the voice he's using at the time.
Hmm.
Everybody has finally transferred from my room back into the living room kitchen area. But no, just I looked over and I see in the
Did you, Tito? Did you really?
seen in the pets bag that there was frozen mice and rats, and I'm like, yeah,
Ew.
those need to go in the freezer.
And you thought I was bad eating babies. She's got dead rodents in her freezer.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta have those so I can feed my snakes.
Just don't get them mixed up with a lamb chop or some shit.
Yeah, no, they're in boxes or in bags inside of boxes.
I have a bag in a box, but you don't want to know what's in it.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Thank you.
Wendy, you're slacking. I mean, you had plenty of notice, so
You were out. What were you doing, dear?
yeah. What were you doing? Do you have a note?
Yes, inquiring minds want to know.
It's a polite way to say we're nosy as fuck.
As in, like, were you out and about, or were you just like, out like a light, or, you know?
Were you getting laid? What were you doing? Type faster.
She's always hollering at me. Type faster.
Did you go to visit, or did you go to dump Jack off? That didn't sound right.
Wow. Wow. Well then.
Yawn. I love snake yawns. That was a big one. Oh.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, my cousin-in-law, Willow.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
So did you leave Jack behind or did you bring him home with you?
I brought him home with me.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
I didn't leave him behind.
Well, that's good. Can't be making babies if he's not there, right?
No.
I mean, I don't know how impressive he is, but I know he's not that impressive.
Poor Kristen.
Why are grown men talking about girls in their teenage dating lives? Unless they have teenage girls, and then that would be a different story. But otherwise, that's right there is kind of creepy.
They're talking about their younger years.
Oh, they're reminiscing.
Yeah, they're old fucks now.
Yeah, that would be very creepy. Tell them to stop that.
They're looking back to their pre-Viagra days, apparently.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're old and married now. They have to deal with it. Accept it. That's hilarious.
Yeah, unless they have a lot of money and, you know, all that, then they might get someone like 18 or 19, but other than that, they are shit out of luck.
Oh, goodness. I find great hilarity in that.
Me too.
Uh-huh.
Man, another big old yawn from Dean over there.
Well, maybe Dean is very bored. Get him some snake cable or something so he has something to do. Set up a little TV in that tank. Just don't put on the nature channel or he'll eat the little TV.
Right. Put it on the rodent nature channel.
Yeah. Well, like with cats and the phones and iPads that have the apps that do fish and birds and shit.
Right.
Yeah, don't do that with the snake. I can see it now. He coils around the thing and crushes it. Hello.
If I put it on the outside of the tank, he'd be busy, smashing his face into it.
Yeah, that'd be bad too.
Right?
What? Yes, I know you too.
Kristen, just go in and tell them that they're all full of shit. You know they didn't score anything when they were teenagers either.
Did it help Harry at all? Just checking.
That could get Carrie's car targeted very badly. Where are you, Kristen? What town? What state? Because I know in some states that would be a bad thing if they want the car destroyed. That's one thing, but I mean, Confederate flag would fly here in South Carolina because I got neighbors down the street that have them up outside and on their vehicles. Little racist rednecks, but.
Happy World Gin Day.
Depending on your area, that would probably
Gin Day.
that would probably be a bad idea depending on your area.
Yesterday was my day. It was National Doll Day.
What was that, Willow?
Said yesterday was my day. It was National Doll Day. I'm a doll collector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kristen, but I mean, I'm in South Carolina, so they still think that they won here, and I'm like, hello, do you people realize you lost? Now, see, when I was a kid and I was living up north, I loved the Confederate flag because of the fact that the South was defeated, yet they rose back up, they recovered, they rebuilt, and to me, that was perseverance. So that's what it symbolized. It wasn't until later I realized a lot of people just see that as a slavery symbol, a symbol of oppression, so. But I always saw it as a symbol of perseverance. So, yeah, depending on where you live in your area and their attitude, it depends on how well that would go over.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, I know that when we had the Toxic Twins here, they had Confederate flags hanging up on the walls, which I now have, screws in my walls. They couldn't hang anything with a nail. They had to put screws in. So I have a gajillion screws in the walls in there. And one of the last things my son did when he was pulling their shit out was pull those flags down, walk out to the trash can outside, show the flags to the neighbors, and slam dunk them in the trash. And the neighbors were all like, hell yeah, but they could not stand that little shit that lived here because he was so obviously racist,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't believe that they should take the Confederate flag off the General Lee. The General Lee is an icon, and it's on there for a reason. So them saying that that guy setting the General Lee that he got on fire is ridiculous.
Dude, that was so. Oh my God! I just, I can't even speak. It's so disturbing.
I mean, there is taking things too far,
Yes.
But. And yes, I know that the neighbors down the street are racist because one of them, well, at least one of them is, walked down the street and I was talking to my neighbor who lived across the street, the black girl that lived across the street, and the guy's making racist comments as he's walking down the street. I almost came off my porch at him. She didn't even realize what he was saying was racist. And she's like, why are you so mad? Because I was like, dude, do you want to come over here and say that? Because I'd be more than happy to come off my porch and discuss it with you. And he ran down the street and she's like, what was that all about? And when I told her, she's like, seriously? I'm like, yeah. Because it was veiled racism. That's how they get away with it. Just like when you're bitching about someone and you don't actually say their name. And I was just I was not having any of that because I don't tolerate hatred in any way, shape, or form. And she was like, wow. I was like, She goes, would you have really done something? I'm like, fuck yeah, I would have. I was like, have you met me? You know what I mean? So,
No.
yeah, but there is no modern day General Lee. It has to be the General Lee car. It has to be that car to have that flag on it. You can't do modern. No. Has to be the original year. In order to get away with the flag, anyway. Otherwise, paint it a better color, like purple. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Kristen.
Oh my gosh.
And I hate the term reversed racism.
I never even heard that. What is that?
You've never heard that? Reverse racism. Because so many people, when they hear racism, they think of black and white. Of white people like the KKK and, you know, all these white supremacist groups, neo-Nazis, things like that. So the term reverse racism started for anybody that was racist against white people.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, the term racist means that you're you're against a race. You hate a race. So first of all, everybody's a human race. So just diversifying in different races is ridiculous. But there's no reverse racism. Racism is racism. It doesn't matter who is, you know, what color is against what color. It's racism.
Yeah.
So there's no such thing as reverse racism is not being a racist. You know what I mean? It's like if you're a reverse racist, it means you're against racism. I'm like, okay. It's like using, you know, Satanists using a pentagram. Is all you're doing is banishing your own negativity. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
You know? So there are so many, I mean, stupid things that started and just people latch onto it and it becomes this whole thing.
They
and
run with it.
Yeah, they grab it and run and bothers me.
And there's that one.
Agreed.
Next.
Huh?
I said, and there's that one. Next.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts of the movie is from Porky's 2. Have you guys ever seen Porky's 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not.
When
Blake probably hasn't because, you know, she's uncultured.
Yeah, and she never watches
No,
any
I
good thing. Yeah, we've kind of gathered that, Wendy. You never watch anything good. Anyway, it's on Amazon Prime. It's on Amazon Prime. Watch Porky's 2 and Porky's 3. Those are your new homework assignments.
Okay.
Okay. But Porky's 2, they lead a bunch of KKK, the Ku Klux Klan members. They lead them into this big gymnasium. And there's a bunch of indigenous Floridians in there. And we'll just run with the term Native American since I don't know what tribe they actually were.
Yeah.
Because the KKK had attacked one of their people and tried to shave his head. So all of the Klan members got their heads shaved, and they were all like, "This is some bullshit. We're gonna leave." And all the Indians stood up, and they were like, "Well, shit." Yeah, it was so funny. I was like, "What you gonna do now, bitch?" You know. That was the funniest, best movie part of any movie I've ever seen dealing with something like that. It's like, nope, it's time for yours. Let's go. And they shaved all their heads and they threw them into a public setting naked.
Uh-huh.
And they actually, I mean, they were showing full frontal on men because that movie was made in Canada. And Canadians don't have the same censors that the U.S. does, so full frontals on men and women.
Yep.
And there was nothing really overly impressive in that group. I don't know, but anyway.
Seriously.
It was so funny. I was like, must have been cold that day. There was some serious shrinkage going on. But the movies are funny. They're very campy. They're very sexually oriented. Toad will love them.
Yes.
Why do they call you meat? She's only a freshman. Yeah, but by the time I'm done, she'll be a senior. Ew. They hate Catholics too, really? That I did not know. I didn't know they were. Wow, okay. I thought they were just like anti-different colors. I didn't know they picked religions too.
Oh, they hate a lot of things.
Yeah, it's.
There's gonna be one cricket running around somewhere in the.
I don't know. I just can't even imagine living. It just takes so much energy to hate things that I couldn't even imagine living my life just hating everything. It's just crazy.
Well, I think they started out as, a thing with issues of color, but they got too big for their own britches, and yeah, they just started hating a lot of things. Pretty much anything
Yeah.
that hit them. And yeah, it just kind of went batshit after that.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine living like that. Just.
Me neither.
Yeah, but what's their religion?
What's the point,
I mean, like Kristen says they're against every religion but their own, but what's their religion? You can't just say Christian because there are so many branches of Christianity and they're all a little different. So which one are they? Because the ones in the movie obviously were not the kind that had very much respect for their own religious symbols since they set a cross on fire. Of course, that's movies, but I know they do that in real life too.
Well, he must not have been that good of a gangster because he ain't here no more, as far as I know. The gangster.
Next they'll be discussing where Jimmy Hoffa is. Go find him. Him and all his riches that disappeared. I mean, any religion that sets their own symbols on fire is not one that respects their own religion. You know what I mean? Unless that's part of their religion, and in Christianity is not part of the religion to set their cross on fire. They probably already have. Are they smoking wacky shit? Because that would explain either that or they're channeling us, because we jump subjects all over the place here, too. People come in here and go, what the hell have I walked into?
Hell, we come in.
Yeah, that's on a regular, man.
Yeah.
No,
And
we
to
come
that
in
we
here
say,
and we're like, what the fuck did we walk into?
right? And to that we say, you are welcome. Danny Green, he was a Cleveland gangster, and what the movie was about, Kill the Irishman. Oh, okay.
I still haven't watched Kill the Irishman.
I don't like gangster movies.
Me neither, and never cared for him.
Gangster movies, war movies, I'm not big on that.
Ditto.
Oh no, I have a wide variety of movies. It just depends on what mood I'm in that day, at that time.
None of them have just been able to hold my attention. It's just not something that interests me. Now, John was all about military movies, any kind of military movie, and he was down with it, because he was raised in the Navy. So
Last night, Saving Private Ryan was on, and I've watched it several times. I enjoy the movie, but I'm just like, no, I don't want to watch this because it came on right after Shawshank Redemption.
yeah, I don't really watch prison movies either. Now they're talking about Jeffrey Dahmer. Tell them if they're gonna cut up bodies, they're doing it outside because they obviously can't clean up after themselves.
Well, if they got Jeffrey Dahmer, they're gonna have to, not forget John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, the clown man, and Ted Bundy. Don't forget Ted Bundy.
Well, Gacy was, also one that did the whole mutilation and edibles, and
He didn't eat any of the body parts. He just buried a bunch of young boys under his house.
Yeah. Well, after he fucked them, yeah.
You know. But I don't remember hearing about Gacy eating any of his victims.
I don't know. I'll go back through and rewatch my stuff on him. I've got a lot of stuff saved on the DVR on Gacy. I love the stuff on serial killers. I'm not right in the head. Yes, daughter. My youngest daughter is here now. I said, I'm not right in the head. She goes, we know that.
None of us are. What do you mean? Come on.
And now they are talking about Gacy.
Hey, ladies and gents.
Hi, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
So, that is what
Yeah, there's nothing on Google that says anything about him eating body parts. He was a sex offender and murderer, claimed to have killed over 24 boys.
Yeah.
But known as the killer clown. Although they have his victim count at 33 plus.
Yeah.
we just got home and I got the pair of shoes put away.
Yeah, he's creepy.
They all are.
If anybody ever checks my search history, they're going to be like, what in the fuck?
Right.
Just because someone in chat will mention something, I'll be like, really? And I'll look it up. And it could be the most obscure thing, like just now. You know what I mean? And I'm like, did John Wayne Gacy eat his victims? So people would be going, okay, what is wrong with this woman? And that list is long.
Cannibalism, go.
It'll save you in the home because you'll have it.
Now, if I was looking up where I could find a nice Chianti or whatever the hell that wine is,
Yeah.
then, you might have to worry. And I don't like liver, so we're good.
Yeah, I definitely don't like liver.
Nope.
I'm not big on fava beans either.
No.
Roots, shirts. I think it was
Oh, fuck.
$30.
Whew. I just hurt myself again, but I saved the tubes from hitting the floor.
Woohoo!
Ow.
Oh yeah, Ed Gein. Ed Gein was cool as far as creativity. He made stuff out of the skin.
Yeah.
Shades from he was creative.
I told John since all of my best tattoo work was on him, I was going to turn him into a lampshade. He was like, go for it. I'll light up your life, baby. I'm like, oh my God, for real?
Oh, jeez.
I was kind of afraid to suggest it to the funeral director, though.
Something on the girls. Something or whatever.
All right, I got to pack cigarettes, so carry on.
He was definitely creative. I mean, seriously. And so they said that one of the black pot, the kettle or cauldron, whatever you want to call it, uh, that he was boiling parts and stuff in is still sensitive. Zach Bagans has it in his museum there in Vegas.
Zach Bagans. Oh. I've just got to say, Ma, Zach Bagans is hot.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good looking.
Well, you've also got the totally uncreative, like Dennis Rader. He was the BTK killer in Wichita.
Yeah. Yep. Listen, there is a whole slew of them. I haven't think. I'm just twisted a little. I like the things on the serial killers. I watch them a lot.
A little?
You know, what we don't want to squish your butt trying to get up, okay? Oh, yeah, my ass.
Cats over here giving Tim shit.
Well, we should squeak at you. When it moves, squeak. When it moves, squeaks at you. You squeak at it too.
Yeah, I like true crime to a degree, but
Oh, I've read some really decent novels.
Okay.
There was one novel that I read, and I wish I still had the book. Had pictures in it and everything because it was true crime. It was about a family, and it started in Indiana, and they were in Ohio and Kentucky, and just a little bit in Illinois. And they bounced down to Florida, but it mainly was in Indiana, and it was all kinds of screwed up.
that's you.
The father basically father basically claimed that he married his daughters and he fathered children with the daughters, and the mother was having relations with the sons, and if they got close with any people outside of the family, those people ended up disappearing, and all kinds of fun stuff. It was.
I think I have that book.
You have that book of mine?
I think so.
It's been a long time since I've read that.
In other words, she wants it back.
I got that.
Then I had another one that got. I don't know. I don't think I have it anymore. I got rid of it. I didn't care for it. It was one that took place in California. I can't even remember what it was about because it was that bad. But it was a real, true story. And then there was another that took place in Indiana. This poor girl, it was her and her sister. They were took in by this woman, and by this woman, their parents worked for. They were working for a carnival, so they were carnies, and this was back in like the 50s. It was happened over in Indiana, and she got beat, chained to a table leg, branded, physically molested by foreign objects. You remember that story, huh, Kristen? Yeah, it was made into a movie and everything. A book was put out about it, the whole nine. That was sick. I'm like, really? That is so gross. How can you do that to somebody? And why didn't anybody? I mean, 'cause this woman was cruel. I'm like, you couldn't. Why couldn't anybody do something to help this poor girl? It was awful. I'm like, they were that afraid of her? Yeah, she was. She was tortured to death. What the fuck? What, Squeaky Kitty?
Tim, Willow
Honey,
gets out her seam ripper. I don't know, stop him.
I don't know about the Speedo. That's just kind of scary. I love you, but
Yeah.
Thank you.
you're welcome.
My shoulder appreciates it.
It's not as peely anymore now.
Hey.
But yeah, they did that poor girl. I was like, all of the kids were terrified of that woman, and it ended up. The kids were the ones that basically ended up killing her, not the woman. I mean, the woman facilitated it. It was just awful.
Talking about where they held her up in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the movie.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
It was a good movie, based on true story. I read the book.
I watched the movie. That counts for something.
It does count. Bouncy, 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 fight on something. What? You ain't Tigger.
Has Tim been in the garden again?
Not yet, but I have a funny feeling it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, heavens.
I'm back.
Woohoo, up front.
I would have been back sooner, but I was blinded by some wackadoodle running through the room in a Speedo.
They're so damn loud.
And yeah, there's everybody says that about things that go on in like neighborhoods and things when people have actually seen abuse or things that don't add up correctly or whatever, and people are like, why didn't anybody do anything? Because so many people have a don't see, don't tell attitude. It's not my business, it's not my family, it's not my house, it's not my kid, it's not my dog. They don't want to get involved, you know? And I mean, this is what causes somebody to be stabbed to death in the face so many times in the middle of the city while screaming her ass off and people looking out the windows watching it happen, yet not a single person calls 911. And
True that.
the worst evil men can do is to ignore criminal activity. You know, is to ignore things that are wrong. So
Yeah, ignoring things like that is, in a sense, condoning them.
Yep.
Because you're not taking the steps to stop them.
You are allowing it to happen, which means it will happen again to somebody else. It's not going to be a one-time thing. When it's crime that bad, rape, murder, you know, torture, whatever, it's not going to be a one-time thing. It's going to be repeated behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, you know, if you let it happen, it will continue to happen. Yeah, well, there's being a snitch and there's doing the right thing.
Yes.
You don't snitch on someone because they have a bag of weed. You do snitch on someone who rapes your sister. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You're silly, Wendy.
Okay, captured the stray cricket.
So now he's chasing crickets in a Speedo?
Ooh, there's an image.
Had
These
the
are
kids
bugs.
had the kids catch it because it got crickets for the lizards, and one of them got away.
Oh.
How's your little section of England, Wendy?
It's warm.
Scary. Is
Not
everybody
used to
afraid?
rain.
Is
Cold
is everybody scared because it's warm in England?
Yeah.
Yeah. Global warming. Ah! Don't forget, it's just a myth. It's all in your imagination.
Yeah. But we're gonna get rain this week anyway, so
So back to normal then.
yeah.
Tim's making funny faces at you in the chat.
Me too.
Well, yeah, Kristen, they're guys. Hello.
It happens in here sometimes.
It does. But at least there, when they all talk over each other, there's more of a chance of them actually hearing each other. When you do it on the computer, it cancels out each other's audio and all. It sounds like it's a big clusterfuck of noise. Internet audio, not good for, conference calls. Telling the people in Timbuktu told them to shut up. Yeah, Tim, you're too loud. Be quiet.
Did you rub that out? This thing is not.
Yeah.
Well, the dog is correct. Dogs are smart like that.
Well, at least the dog's got it right.
Mm-hmm.
The cute little Pomeranian. Little puffball.
Little ankle nippers. I love ankle nippers.
Not me. I like select few. I don't like them all.
The knuckleheads at her house.
Hold on, I gotta fit.
Tim would fit right in. I need more liquid. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Reload, reload. Awkward silence.
I had to take my gabapentin.
Yeah, I gotta do that after I eat.
Kristen. Yeah, get a Great Dane. Their shit is the size of a chihuahua, okay? So it's like having an elephant in your yard. It's horrible. I was really glad that my landlord, one of my old landlords had a chihuahua that, because when it shit on my carpet, it wasn't like, a huge mess. I looked at him and I was like, paper towels were in the kitchen. He's like, why are you telling me that? I was like, so you can clean up your dog's mess. And he looked down because the dog was sitting right next to him when she shit. I'm like, clean that up. My dog doesn't shit in this house. Your dog's not allowed to either. So he did. He went in and got paper towels and cleaned it up. I was like, and he goes back into the kitchen with paper towels. I said, don't be throwing that dog shit in my trash either. Take that shit outside. Throw it in the trash can outside. He's like, well, I'm like, hey, you're the one who told me I needed to keep the house cleaned up and not all icky. I was like, it's clean. I'm keeping it that way. So should you. Get those paper towels out of my house now. Go away. Be gone with you. You got your rent. Your dog shit on my floor. Now off with you.
And take your shit with you.
Yeah. And your dog.
Mm.
He was always upset because whenever he showed up with his dog was his baby, and her actual name was Baby Girl, and she was a little tiny Chihuahua. She was a tricolored Chihuahua, and she was kind of old, but she was a very sweet girl. She just had a habit. He would have the pee pads all over the place, and his house stunk. So him telling me that I should keep my house clean was kind of a hypocritical thing, because you walk in his house and you just got hit with the smell of dog shit and dog piss, because he had those pee pads everywhere in his house. And the dogs missed. Okay, they just shit whatever they wanted. They didn't care. But Baby Girl was very sweet, and whenever he was around me and he had the dog was all up in my bubble, wanted to be sitting on me the whole time. And when we got in his truck, normally the dog would be in his lap, like looking out the window. And if he gave me a ride somewhere and I was in his truck, the dog was like on my chest, sleeping on me like a cat. And he'd be like, "Traitor." There is no resisting the magic tatas. I'm sorry, but there isn't. So, but she would act like she was my dog whenever I was around. And he'd be like, "I don't get it." He's like, "She doesn't do that with anybody else." I'm like, well. Cody the dog whisperer. Nice shirt, Wendy. I like it. Deadpool on his Deadpool on his unicorn. How many you got lurking?
Always welcome to hang out in the rafters. Rafter seats are always available.
Hi, lurkers.
How many you got hanging in the rafters?
I don't know. We only got 5 up in here, so.
Okay. Yeah, what Tim said. You're on your own with medical costs if you fall out of the rafters. We don't cover that shit.
In other words, bat hang at your own risk.
Yeah, we will, however, help dig a hole for you.
I will provide one spade for whomever you choose to dig it that belongs to you.
There you go. Pick wisely, because it depends. Depending on who you pick, could depend on how shallow you're buried.
Uh-huh.
Right after we're talking about serial killers, that's funny. No, I'm still shocked at the fact that I went to high school with a murderer. And that my best friend was dating. I mean, she fucking got out of that situation by the skin of her teeth, let me tell you. Because that could have been her dead in the tub and her kids fucking stuffed in a duffel bag and brought on them a military base.
That was just creepy as fuck.
Yeah, go Air Force. This is, I mean, and I will maintain, this is why I do not blanket thank people for their service. If I don't know you, you're probably not going to get a thank you. Because I don't know what kind of person you are. For all I know, you were shooting babies in the heads while you were overseas, or raping people. I don't know. All kinds of shit happens and more. Just because you're at war doesn't mean you can behave like an animal. So, if I know you and know you're not like that, then yeah, I will thank you for your service. And, that goes for people that I talk to online, too. If I've talked to you for a while and I know you were in the military, like I know Wes was in the military,
Yep.
I'll thank him for his service and things like that. But Cajun, yeah. Larry.
Yep.
But if some random Yahoo pops in and goes, "Oh, I'm in the Navy," that's nice. Like, I mean, I know somebody whose daughter, that she lost custody of her daughter, and her husband was military, and he made up all kinds of bullshit about her, and that's why she lost custody, and he wouldn't even let her see her, and then he moved out of state. He moved from New York to Texas, so she got to see her kid like twice a year. for like a week at a time. You know, I mean, that's crazy. So, I mean, there are instances of military people acting up on base and going and killing someone's wife or whatever, you know. So, just because they're in the military doesn't give them automatic honor.
That is true, Kristen. We already know there are fakers out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep, there sure are.
So,
You
you know. And the same goes with cops and anybody else in uniform. Just because you put on a uniform doesn't give you automatic honor.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be that way before you put the uniform on. Yeah. I am going on rants today. What the hell?
You are. You're all fired up about something.
I seem a bit ranty.
This sassy pants there.
I'm supposed to be wearing
You got no
pants?
pants on.
I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to be wearing pants? What? I knew I was doing something wrong.
The thing is you done broke the elastic and threw them in the trash, man.
I didn't break the elastic on my pants. What the hell are you talking about? No, I didn't. Fat shaming. Bad.
You don't know because you wore it out, girl.
Oh, no, I have two brand new pairs of shorts. They're over in that tote buried under Linda's bags and a box of Pop-Tarts.
Well, somebody's got pants on today, and it ain't me.
Yay, Kristen! And I don't know where my other shorts went. The ones that I always wear, I have no idea. They disappeared. I'm kind of concerned about that, but they be gone. I have no idea they weren't in the laundry when I had him do laundry.
Maybe you got them mixed up and they ended up in his pile.
Could have been, but he's the one who gave them to me in the first place. But they won't fit him now, so good luck with that.
But when you're wearing a house dress, you don't have to wear pants. So that's good.
I usually just have one of my hospital Johnnies on. Because it's just lighter, it's easier for me to move around, you know?
Yeah.
But when I come on a camera, I put a shirt on. I get dressed for you people. You should feel privileged. Shut up, Wendy. What are you giggling for over there? Wendy can't walk around without pants on because Toad would be up her butt constantly.
Literally.
Well, if he's up her butt, they can't make babies. That's the wrong hole, but you know what I mean. But it's good for practice.
And Kristen's got all them old men over there. Good thing she got bridges on.
Yeah. Bridges.
Practice, maybe a little impaction.
No, Tim, you said you had Speedo on. Get it right. Which is it?
There's no impaction when that happens. Just saying.
I was being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, sorry, lost in memories. I'm like,
I was thinking that my spawn just walked in the door again, but I might be wrong. Because it wasn't loud.
oh, yeah, probably not him then. Wendy, what's Toad doing?
I'll give you one guess.
Gaming.
Gaming.
Yay!
You know, I asked just on the off chance that someday the answer will be different.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
No.
I'm waiting for one of these days she's going to tell me he's making dinner.
No, there's There's once that I asked you what he was doing, and you panned the camera over, and he was laying next to you, not playing a game. And I was like,
Yeah.
he's not on the Xbox? Is he sick? Is he okay?
It's gaming on PC.
Well, I'm getting all fancy. He's getting all fancy.
Yeah.
I tried to play Neverwinter Nights on the laptop, and I was like, nope. One, it was online, and I don't like playing online. And two, it wasn't as much fun gaming on a computer without John, so I didn't like it. I don't like assholes, and you play online and you have to deal with all kinds of assholes, and I'm like, go away. So people are getting in my way and shit. I'm like, move. I mean, if I game online and it's like a world and there's just all kinds of other players running around, if I'm going to stand still, I try and stay out of the way, like against a building or in like a little alleyway or something. I get out of everybody's way. I'm running around and I got people just stop dead in front of me. I'm like, get out of my freaking, what are you doing? I have a very low tolerance for stupidity, so I can't. Gaming online is not a good idea for me at all.
We're up.
All right, baby. Love you.
Love you too.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye, Cody.
And Willow.
And Willow.
And Wendy.
And who?
Wendy.
Wendy.
Bye.
She didn't have to tell her who I was. Ha ha, people. I might talk to Tina a lot.
Fake.
Okay. 3 days. Find out what it is on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. She goes for her sonogram on Wednesday, and then we'll see if it's a boy or a girl.
Woohoo! Yay, babies!
You can't really tell the way she's. You can't really tell the way she's carrying whether it's one way or the other.
Mama Tate was worried the other night because she asked me how I was doing and everything. I'm like, fine as far as I know. I mean, it's like, well, you look around and say, I was like,
Try and demand a little girl, because little boys are a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
well, I got experience with both, so it don't matter.
Little girls are better. You get better stuff. Their toys are more fun to play with.
I don't care as long as it's healthy.
True. Little girl.
Yeah, believe me, you girls were so much easier than your brother.
Yeah, both my girls were easier than my son. Ha ha, Tim. Tim beat a perv.
Yeah, I rubbed off on him a little bit over the years.
No, it's not a trunk. That's a kickstand.
No, my girls were so easy. Let me tell
It
you.
depends on the boy, Kristen. I mean, hell,
It really does.
her spawn asks for stuff daily, like multiple times a day.
Right.
Hey, Mom, this only costs this much. It's like, do you have that much? No, then you out of luck. Of course, those words are for me, not from Tina, because I'm usually on the phone when he does that, or on the video call. I'm like, hey, Damien, do you have that much money? He's like, no. I'm like, you out of luck.
Yeah, we had 3 girls. We still have 3 girls.
But I'm talking when they're little, they're easier.
And believe me, my girls were so much easier. And honestly, they're still easier.
Yep.
and they give me grandchildren.
Mm.
Thankfully, spaced out because Blaze is 10. He'll be 11 this year. Ari, she's going to be 2 in December.
She's so cute.
And then the other one will be here in October. So I'll have October, November, December babies.
My girls don't talk to me, so they don't ask me for shit. And my son just, yeah, we won't discuss that. But
so right now it's but also I have my what I consider my bonus grandchildren. So because my oldest daughter, her hubby has 2 other children. So I have a 16-year-old grandson and like a 13, 14-year-old granddaughter.
my grandkids are 14 and 15. My grandson will be 16, good Lord, in July. I feel so fucking old. Of course, my daughter had my grandson when she was 16. So there is that.
All right, dear. And it's not like you can't hear what we're all saying.
Yeah. Love you, Tim.
Bye, Tim. Have fun. And if it involves power tools or driving, wait on the garden till you get back home. Or you get done. Please.
And then he's got to rearrange his hard goods pantry cabinet thing so that he can put the groceries away.
Gotta rotate.
Yep.
I don't have a pantry. I have a baker's rack. It's what we put all the canned goods and box stuff on.
It's not an actual pantry. It's a bookshelf. That's all. And that's what we put all of. We call it the pantry cabinet.
Yeah, mine is a baker's rack. We have the microwave on the bottom part of it, and then we have canned goods and pastas and stuff, rice and all that on there.
Oh, wow, Kristen.
And Talon is 7.5 now. My God, baby, I miss him. His mother's a douchebag.
We're down to 3. This has been a very slow day. Maybe because we're not ranting and raving.
We could.
I really don't want to.
We'll get our
Well,
chance.
then I have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, but we'll get our chance for that at 6, won't we?
Yeah. Maybe. Depends on how her thing runs. I mean, she might be in a totally different frame of mind now. I actually said that with a straight face. Hello, cat.
You might have said it with a straight face, but the rest of us probably just went here and drop jaw because that was funny as hell.
You're welcome.
Yeah, see, even the cat was talking. Yeah. Right.
Now I kind of get the feeling this one's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, it's her right. You know what I mean?
Damn straight.
Wendy's having cracker.
What did you just say?
Wendy is having crackers.
God, that girl is always eating. How come she's not my size? We know she's not working it off with having sex. I mean, fuck.
The kitty wants some. Kitty wants crackers.
They do call them crackers there, right?
See? Kitty wants the cracker. It tastes good. Looked like some kind of a graham or a wafer of some sort. Oh, sandwich graham.
The cookie.
Biscuit.
Cookie. Shut up.
It's a cream filled.
Love you,
Cookie.
Or maybe it's a chip. I don't know.
But yeah, the kitty wanted it. Kitty even tried eating it. Kitty liked it. Oh yeah, everybody's metabolism changes.
Mine didn't.
Mine did. I was actually smaller when I was younger. I mean, I was always heavy, but I was not this big.
I was bigger when I was younger, but I was bigger when I got pregnant. Put it that way. Much. Huge. I was very, very large. I was over 600 pounds when I was pregnant with Desiree. Yeah.
I can't imagine you that large.
I can't imagine me that large now either. But back in the time, I see pictures of me now, and it looks like, holding Desiree, and she looked like she was this big. I'm like, why am I holding a Polly Pocket? You know what I mean? I'm like, what is that? But no, she was 7 pounds, 12 ounces. She's 21 inches long when she was born, so she wasn't tiny,
That's average.
She looked tiny, though.
I shot 230.
Yeah, Kristen, it's a cookie. The Brits are just weird. Brits don't know how to label things. I don't know. They're weird.
They like cream-filled biscuits.
Yeah,
The fuck?
Give me a cream horn. We're good.
I love those.
Oh, me too.
Sprinkled with powdered sugar. Am I the only one?
I've never had it with powdered sugar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that just made me want fried dough. Thanks for that.
Hey, there is nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I have not had a good cream horn in so long.
Me
Go
either.
Tim.
Yeah, no, so that's salty. I don't want salty. I want sweet.
Oh, he's getting feisty. What the hell?
Couldn't make out what he said, but he was definitely saying it, very distinctly.
Tim is
Attitude.
trying to have the spawn go do something. I don't know what.
So it wasn't even commenting on what we were talking about.
No.
He ain't no fun.
So the boy is bitching and dad is yelling at it.
Did that say Keebler on it?
Just let me go do it.
Oh, yeah.
Custard creams. Okay. Yeah, those are cookies. Cookies, and don't talk with food in your mouth.
So she's sucking custard instead of blowing toad. Don't choke on that thing, girl.
That's what we say when she goes after Toad. Really? I should probably get the John Wayne Gacy search down.
You think?
I look up and the tab still says John Wayne Gacy. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get that off of there now.
Yeah, that's old news.
Yeah. I'm so tired.
Hey, we're back up to 4.
Woohoo! Yesterday, at one point, I think I had like 21 people in there. I was starting to freak out. I'm like, oh my God, there's people.
Oh, well, hello. The party is here.
My hotness. What's up, hotness? My badass hotness ninja. Baby girl. I have my alarm set so I don't miss you today.
I've got the reminder set so that I don't miss anything.
Me too.
Oh, good, you're home. You guys got home early. Wow.
Very early. It's
Yeah.
not even 2 o'clock.
Hotness was like, I want to go home. I want to go home. Now I have things to do. We're organizing a pig roast tonight. Let's go.
I gotta go home. I need to shower. I need to eat, and I need to do this, and I got to do that. Got to make sure I have all my shit lined out and ready to rumble.
I'm listening. Listen, girl. Simmy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. Don't you grunt at me like it's too much effort to come see me. What the fuck? I feed you.
It's too fucking hot outside, and you're scared of the lake. What?
Why
Was
is
there a
someone
really
else
big
that has-
fish trying to eat your toes or something?
Yeah, is there like myth of a monster in it or something?
Just punch them in their little faces. Or kick them.
That's what I was saying to Tim the other day. I was like, what?
Or just turn and run the other way.
Never run away from something that's trying to eat you. It turns you into prey.
Yeah, punch it.
Not if you're running for the tool shed to get stuff.
I would say make yourself look bigger, but it's hotness, and there's no way for her to do that. I love you, hotness. I couldn't help it. Good plan. Because losing your shit and screaming at the camera makes you look like a wackadoodle whose head is going to explode, as we have seen by example. Those are some whacked out looking ducks.
Those aren't ducks, those are snakes.
Oh, okay, then they're okay snakes. I was going to say, what the hell? I can't see
snakes
very
are just-
well.
I hear the slipper shuffle coming my way.
Hi, Tim.
What are you doing, Wendy? Oh, you're petting the cat.
I was wondering the same thing.
I was going to say Toad's dick doesn't have ears, I would hope, so I think we're safe.
Or fur. He is a
Well, you just can
reptile.
never tell. You can never tell how hairy a man's going to be, you know. But definitely the ear thing gave it away.
Hey, if it's that hairy, it's getting shaved before it comes near me, I'll tell you.
About
I love you, Wendy.
I asked him to go through the 3 yards, pick up trash.
yeah.
He just did it. I don't care. There's trash all over the place. Go through, pick up trash and sticks.
Yeah.
Boy, listen. There's trash and sticks in the yards. Go pick it up. And then he didn't want to put shoes on. Fine, go. See ya.
See, I knew that boy was getting feisty over something.
I didn't know what was being argued about. I just knew that he was getting yelled at by his dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why, I mean, initial jerk reactions probably shouldn't be acted upon, but I was ready to go. I didn't care. I had zero fucks to give at that point. You want to borrow my thumbnail?
Hell no.
That's his background.
I know.
Oh, hell no.
No. Come here.
Yeah.
And you know that you shouldn't be going out there. It's too hot.
I'll be fine. Nora's coming to help me. Jesse's going to help me get to her yard.
And you just did ours.
Ours needs it. It'll be fine.
So what, is he going to mow in a Speedo, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brave man.
My pink and purple polka dotted with elephant ear. Yeah.
I know. Hotness. The drug comment is what got me to make the thumbnail. When she made that drug comment, I was like, oh, fuck no. No. And I went right into Canva.
We're darker. Even though I did get an eye patch somewhere.
Yeah, we were all piled in the green room ready to go at her. And, yeah. You let the gas out of that balloon.
Yeah.
I thought
It's all right, though. It's her choice. It's, you know,
I know.
it was Hotness's call, and Hotness made the call. So I respect that because I love my Hotness.
We're still wipes and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to get this done, and that way I can shower, relax, and
Okay. Just be careful.
yep.
Did you hear my who kitty?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's Aspen. I call her my who kitty.
And I understand. She was that you were pissed. I was pissed off too because I was like, really? The drug thing? Hang on. She's been clean. Hello.
Yep.
You know.
Yes, unlike the accuser who goes off batshit crazy on a regular basis.
You know, I made
I
one
wonder how that
my
happened.
husband, and then he randomly posts it in her chat. He did reject it, however.
Yeah. Okay, Hotness. Well, let us know what it is before, you know, ahead of time, so we don't fuck up your plan.
Yeah, sure.
Somebody's
Somebody-
Your assets and not as help.
Somebody's in a good mood. Oh, I think he's going out to get my mail.
cool.
At least he walked out the front door. I'm hoping he's going to get my mail.
Yeah, well, you know, I understand that, Ninja. I have since pretty much calmed down. I'm at that point where I could talk and, you know, be that person that is scary calm.
Who said what in the comments and retracted it?
My husband.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear what you said. I'm like, I'm not asking. I'm just gonna. Oh, there's an echo.
I don't hear an echo. That's on you. Your end.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be on my end?
Now, there is a slight echo, and I don't know where it comes from. Honestly, I don't know where it comes from. I've tried moving my speakers away from my microphone, I've played with my sound, the whole 9 yards, and
Sorry, I was laughing at Kristen.
it bounces all the time, and I can't get rid of it. I've tried.
All I have to say about Kristen's comment is at least I'm not the only one that feels that way. And you three should know exactly why. The first part of that comment.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, yeah, I have a plan. So when you guys get off here, I don't know how long you're planning on staying on, but when you get off here, let me know and I'll come in and talk.
Longer.
Okay.
But I can't stay on here because my phone's at like 12%.
Go charge your phone, woman.
It's on the charger right now, but Grace is talking to her boyfriend, and I want her to be able to actually talk to him, and she won't do it when I'm on here.
Oh. I can't imagine why. Okay.
And I need a shower because I smell funny. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Okay. Love you.
Bye. Love you.
Hi.
Love you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh no, I'm still gonna need those. Not only did I get Cajun mail, but it's purple. Aww. Oh, Cajun, I love you. Johnny, you rock. He sent me 2. I got lemon and salted caramel. Cajun rocks, man. He is the bomb. That's
I haven't
awesome.
tried either of those.
Neither have I. And
I.
I told him when I was talking to him, I said, I've done chocolate, so I can deal with those. I said, I've never done the other flavors. I said, and I don't like banana. I was like, I know you had lemon and salted caramel on the wheel. So if you still have enough of those, I said I could take one of those instead, maybe. And he goes, I'm going to send you. He goes, I'm sending it out. He goes, I'm going to send you a little something special. And he did. He sent me 2. Yay! Cajun's awesome. I love Cajun.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And a little card that says, "Congratulations on your bingo win."
Yep. I get that one of bingo. I think that's so cool.
I think he was playing catch with these boxes. But that's okay, because they'll still taste the same. I'm good.
That's right.
And there's no banana in it. Yay.
When I do get my box of lemon ones, I will try a bite because I love lemon. I'm not fond of marshmallows, but because I love lemon, I will try those.
I feel bad throwing away purple anything, but I definitely cannot reuse that, so.
Right. It's just one of those things, ladies. Kind of falls back on those that smoke. Being that's going to kill you. You need to quit.
Yeah, I agree. She was definitely jealous. It's like, I'm sorry that you're, like this steaming pile of shit, but that's no reason to take it out on other people. And the drug comments were not her business. She brought all kinds of personal shit into it that didn't need to be done. Like Kevin said, you don't bring people's family into it. You don't bring their life situations into it.
Yeah. Their parents, etc. You just don't.
So, yeah. I mean,
She was just out of line on so many levels.
yeah, like all of it.
That is awesome. Kristen's been sober 28 years. Amy's been clean for 17 years.
Jennifer Hayes has also been clean. She's mentioned that in chats and things before.
Yeah.
You know, and kudos to those people. I'm very proud of them. You know. Ow. For somebody to bring that in and use it as a weapon against somebody is wrong. So wrong. Of course, Virginia. Funny how Virginia knew who we were talking about. Well, Virginia was in the chat there, so she heard her.
She was.
She heard her ranting and raving.
I mean, we're not doing anything. We're not doing any major ranting or anything or major talking about. You know, we're just.
Nope, my math hole hasn't even come out.
We're just having a discussion, albeit.
Yep, and there are a lot of people that have had issues in their lives that they have taken the steps to improve themselves and better themselves, and I fully support that. I'm very proud of those people.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying to get John to sober up for 20 years. Well, 19 years. The last 2 years of his life, he was clean and, you know, no alcohol at all. And I was so proud of him for that.
Yeah.
I agree, Kristen. Virginia. Yeah, we know. I was listening. A lot of people are listening to that crazy woman.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm proud of everybody that can stay clean from whatever toxic thing that was in their life. It can be alcohol, drug, or a human. You can, a person, you know, if you're drawn to a toxic type of human.
Yep.
And you can stay away from that kind of toxicity. You know, kudos.
I agree.
You know, honestly, that's just like, you know, we were talking about the cigarette thing earlier. Is like, you know, you have no idea how hard the draw is for me on a daily basis. You know, I quit smoking back in September, pretty much cold turkey, even though I had those patches.
Well, I'm glad you're still here to talk about it, Amy.
Me too.
I am.
You know,
My life is better for having you in it, my hotness.
and I just, you know, I crave that nicotine still. At other times, I just smell the cigarette and I'm going, bleh. It's awful. But then again, sometimes when I smell, you know, the garden, I'm going, ooh, that smells good. And other times I'm smelling and I go, oh, that shit stinks. Blech. Of course, you know, when you got skunk weed, it really does stink. Ugh. It gives me a
agree with you there.
Alrighty then, Virginia. Sound like he just should have just stuck with getting a dog. And even the dog probably ran away, so, you know. Your ex was a walking country song.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wonder if the dog took a truck with him when he left. Taking your truck and your dog. We're out of here. You betcha. Oh, I haven't done Victoria yet. Victoria's, oh my golly. I have to pay homage to her all the time because I love Victoria. Oh my golly. We got Wendy over there rocking Deadpool on his unicorn.
While digesting custard cream.
Hmm.
I haven't eaten yet.
My son brought me food for lunch.
I haven't eaten it either.
Yeah, I'm pondering food.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna have to go look in the fridge and see what jumps out at me. I'll be right back.
have fun with that.
Yeah, but Virginia, if you're bad off financially, how exactly would you do that? Yeah, Kristen, definitely. However you have to manage your time, however you have to manage the mentality of that is what you got to do.
I have to box up stuff later this afternoon that needs to be shipped out. I've got to get Pearl's package ready to go. Another package ready to go to South Carolina.
Ooh, I'm getting presents?
Uh-huh.
Aw, thank you.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, I'm not really sure I understand that whole sentence. I got the no, he took him and the dog. Yeah.
It took Oregon and Odin, the dog. The dog is Odin. And I over the deers there in Oregon. Well, your son was laughing. That's a good thing.
I'm scared.
That's always a bonus, Virginia. When you got, people to talk to. It really is.
Yes. My Chrome is not working or something. I cannot click on my Facebook at all. It's weird. Work. I give up.
Facebook.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
maybe.
What you doing, Postcat?
Yeah, it's just not doing it. I don't know.
Yeah, Postcat has come to decide to visit. Not that you.
To the person who messaged me, I was trying to give you thumbs up in Messenger. It won't work. So you're bumping your time to 5 p.m. Central. Oh, so I gotta set. Man, now I gotta change my alarm, girl.
Makes
What's my phone go?
Your time, dear.
I know what time it would be. I can tell time,
Yeah, Virginia, that was her son.
Yeah, it was my son laughing. He's watching something on Facebook or YouTube or something.
What can I do for you? You're on my tummy. What can I do for you, kitty kitty? Amy's like, that's why I said something, Cody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows what crazy crap that kid is watching on YouTube or wherever.
Well, I'm still currently enjoying my quiet, even though I really didn't want my husband going out and mowing yards.
Yeah.
Because it's 87
Ooh,
here.
it's getting up there. I hope he took water with him.
The winds are at 10 miles an hour.
He did
Nope.
not, Virginia.
Did not.
Okay, hotness.
So the winds are out of the south and they're doing about 10 miles an hour.
Go take a shower, stinky girl. Yeah, but he should still bring water with him, just because there's a breeze doesn't mean he couldn't dehydrate.
Oh yeah, I know, trust me. I mean, he's right there at the kids' houses, so he can go in and get drinks.
Okay.
And the humidity's at 37%.
Yeah, hotness. It takes a little bit of work to set up a pig roast. Just saying. I'm sure fat shaming will be coming my way soon.
Go in there and get all that like washed off of you and get smelling all good.
Yeah. Lord knows she has enough body products to. Girl's got like a billion lotions she can use. I didn't even know what the temperature is here today. I'm sitting in a very cool bedroom, so. It is 84. Precipitation 1%. Humidity is 57. Wind is 8. For my little British friend over there, it is 29 degrees.
That
Supposed
is
to rain.
right.
Supposed to rain tomorrow, though.
Ew. Kristen's at 90% humidity. Oy.
At that point, it's called rain.
Ooh. No, at that point, it's called just sit anywhere right close to the air conditioner and don't fucking move.
Yeah.
There would be no way I would have any hot beverage. Coffee would not be even considered.
Well, Virginia, it does happen. But you know what? I just look at him and I say, you know what? I might be fat, but you're an asshole. At least I can change how I look.
Yeah, she lives next to a lake.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
Oh, sorry. That was Kristen that said that. My chat jumped. Sorry, Virginia. I don't give a fuck. Stupid is stupid, you know? So either they're an asshole or they're stupid or whichever I decide to use, and they're not ever changing that, so.
Lake Erie humidity isn't nice. I'll bet not.
Wendy,
Ooh, you're up in Uper country.
Yeah,
I love you.
I love you too.
You talk
Dating
too much.
Hannah, I'm just gonna go on Little Britain and a night to her.
Okay, tell her I said good night and I love her.
I will.
Okay.
But yeah, no. I think that here, probably about 15 minutes or so, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day for this chat session where we skipped around to all kinds of different topics.
Yes, we did. Like Ricochet Rabbit, man. Bing, bing, bing.
But
Or Speedy Gonzalez. Andale, andale.
Nah,
I suppose they'll pull him too because it's racist. I loved Speedy Gonzalez, man. I thought he was awesome. I want to know how he kept that hat on when he was moving so fast.
actually, I like his cousin, Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how you move that fast, Mom. I like to take my time, you know.
I did. I like Slowpoke.
But now they're so sensitive and so worried that they're going to offend somebody that they pull all that shit. And it's like, what's going to be left? A blank screen. That's what.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you can have cartoons that are different nationalities depicted without doing the whole racist thing.
It's just like the back from the Pink Panther cartoons, they had frogs. I love those things, and I think that they've already blackballed them too.
Yeah. We cannot have the French being depicted as frogs, no? That would be very bad.
And then the inspector from the Pink Panther.
Mm-hmm.
I think they left the ant and aardvark alone.
So far.
But the ants are offended by that aardvark, so I don't know, they might have to pull him too. They don't like to be eaten.
How did everybody become so freaking pussified?
I don't know. It all started when they started allowing the little pink slips in the military. It's, I can't handle you yelling at me. I'm traumatized. I need therapy. I need to leave. I want my mommy. What the fuck?
Pink slips in the military.
Personally, I wouldn't want those people in my military if they're going to cry. No, that is not somebody who can handle combat. If you can't handle the basics that they put you through, then you cannot handle combat, and that's what you're there for, is to be trained for combat. So.
Yep, it's not a free ride to college.
No.
So if you don't like somebody yelling in your face and calling you a dirtbag, you don't belong there. You're never going to hack it in military when someone's shooting at you.
No.
What are you going to do? Show the bullet your pink slip? Have fun with that. My mommy said, you can't shoot at me. It's traumatizing.
I mean, just be like Klinger and keep trying to get your Section 8, motherfucker.
Right? Go put on a dress and shut up. Man, he tried like a motherfucker, too.
Man.
And they all just rolled with it.
I loved that show. MASH was awesome.
The nurses, when he said he was leaving the military, and they all like ransacked his wardrobe. That was funny. And then it turned out he wasn't getting out, but he had no dresses left.
Yeah, well, when they sacrificed all of his dresses too, when they had to bug out.
Yep.
That was awesome. And then
What are you guys talking about?
MASH.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got.
yeah, you had went to the kitchen.
No, I'm trying to hear over.
Is Sis making lunches for the week?
Yeah, she's in the plastics cupboard.
Hi, Susanna. What's
Hey,
up,
Susanna.
Susanna? Where's Tina, yo? How the fuck are ya? I have to let the masshole out for fellow massholes. I have to.
I think one of my favorite episodes of MASH has to be the episode where they were doing the Boxing Day. So the lower ranking switched places with the upper.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And so Klinger ended up being in Potter's position, et cetera, et cetera. Oh my God, it was so hilarious.
One of my favorites was when after Colonel Blake died in the helicopter crash and Potter came in.
Yeah.
And Radar was taking care of his horse, and the horse was just like all over Radar, you know.
Yeah.
And they all were standing around the horse talking shit, and Potter was standing like right behind them. And that was his introduction to them, and he was just like, really? Yeah. And at first he tried to be regular military, and then he was like, oh, this unit's more fun doing it their way, so fuck that.
Yeah.
And he let them get away with so much shit, which an incoming colonel wouldn't normally do. You know, of course, that normally wouldn't happen in any military unit, no matter what. But
Right.
you know,
Yeah, but
you got to roll with the punches when you're in the field. I mean, you're on your own. You know.
yeah, but the episode where Blake died, that one hit you in your feels, damn it.
Oh, that one made me so sad. That and the last couple of episodes when they talked about when what's his name was talking about the woman with the chicken on the bus, and
Farewell, goodbye, amen. That was
yeah, and it actually wasn't a chicken; it was a baby, and she ended up smothering her own kid. I was like heartbroken. I was like, oh my god, what the hell? What happened to my mash? You know, I'm like, this is not funny. I'm like, ah. So yeah, that freaked me out. Aw. Do it purple, Susanna. Well, people would say we have kind of, you know, bathroom humor, I guess.
Yeah. Toilet humor. Gotcha.
Toilet humor, yeah.
Oh my god, we've become a live toilet reader.
It could be worse. So what's my Tina doing, Susanna? You've got her working again. Woman never gets a break, you slave driver, you.
There you are, lounging in the bathtub.
Right? You're all playing in the bathroom, and she's off working, doing something, probably yard work or something.
That was me. I got tired of coloring my hair. I just let it go gray. To hell with it.
Mine's already colored. It's red.
I figure I earned my grays.
It's still got a tinge of purple in it, though.
I'm not growing I'm not getting white hair. I'm growing glitter. Pretty soon I'll be Sparkle Bear. I'll be a sparkly pirate bear. There we go.
But believe me, you've got to be prepared to embrace it. And somehow I don't think you're ready to embrace it, Susanna.
Mm-mm. I don't think she wants to tell us what she's making Tina do today. I feel a resistance to that question.
The link is at the top, Susanna.
Here, fold this. Wait, what's she doing in the kitchen? Is she eating your cheese again? You need to put a lock and key on your damn cheese. That's what you need to do, and stop letting her eat hot shit. Fuck your cheese. Fuck your macaroni and cheese. That's still the best ever. Don't eat that. That's my Cracker Barrel cheese. It's for macaroni and cheese. Fuck you, macaroni and cheese. I'm never getting over that, ever. It was awesome.
That was the funniest thing.
It was.
I swear, it was. It was the funniest thing.
I heard that Boston come out in you. I heard you say swear.
Oh, here she is.
Hi, Susanna.
Hi.
So she brought you laundry, huh?
He's so
What is
funny. Can I get a witness?
Oh my babe, hold on. I'm on live right now and everybody can hear you. She's got her headphones on and she's in the kitchen. She brought me at the laundry.
That is too funny.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
One of
That's
these
awesome.
days, she is going to just absolutely go ape shit. I swear.
She gonna spank you harder than you're expecting next time.
Oh my god. She so because they kept asking, what are you doing? What are you doing? I says that you were doing yard work, but you just came in and you brought me the clothes for me to fold. And you're in the kitchen and you're dancing and singing.
It's like only 3
Well, at least she's in a good mood.
There's four. Oh, she's always in a good mood.
No, she's not in a good mood when you get mail and try and tell her it's all from fucking bingo. Okay.
Tell her I'm past
Hey,
that.
yeah, well, past that. I haven't been to bingo in a long time.
There is no getting past that. All right, that is infamous at this point.
Oh no, you haven't heard the new way now that I
Oh,
do.
what's the new way?
She's gonna tell you. Go ahead.
So the new way is she said she bought me this. And then I look at her and I go, I don't need this shit. And she goes, sells the shit. It's all lies.
Oh my god. Because you guys ruined it. You kept saying it out loud and she figured it out. So
Oh, sorry.
and then
I'm sorry.
now I have to buy something and then say, look what I bought for you, honey. She's like, why the hell did you buy me this?
Well, I told you to buy that hat lot because it had the Fenway hat.
It
And I
did.
said, look, you can give it to Tina and go, look what I bought you. These other hats came with it. I got to sell those, but this one's for you.
See?
I should have bought the Fenway hat. That was so cool. She wouldn't
It
have
was-
worn it.
It was a very cool hat.
Yeah, she wouldn't have wore it. I know she.
Well, you don't wear that. You display it.
Really? Where? My storage room?
Yeah, you display it in the storage room. That's what it's for.
No.
Right, but the storage room is now overpowered by Sue's stuff and the living
But it was old school Fenway. Come on.
It was old school.
Well, I can't even get into the storage room.
Oh, stop it! Yes, you
Well,
can.
you know what? If you let Susanna in there, she'll sell you shit, and then you'll have plenty of room.
She's giving me a look. Hey, do you want to hear something?
I'll bring up the Christmas shit. You can sell that.
You don't touch my Christmas stuff. No, you don't. Those are divorcing words.
Ooh. Ouch.
Yeah,
That's
no.
all right. I'm ready.
Yikes.
You're ready.
Tina.
Who's gonna feed your ass?
I don't know. Who's cooking tonight?
I
It
am.
depends. It depends on who's got all that cheese laying around.
Leave my
Because-
cheese alone, Cody.
Yeah, but
Because fuck your macaroni and cheese, Susanna.
Oh my God, no, she's cooking burgers on the grill. But
Nice.
I'm going to end up setting up the burgers and I am going to end up making the salad. So
Well, it's a community effort. It's a good thing.
it
Quit your
is.
bitching. Quit your bitching.
Huh?
who made dinner last night?
Chinese people,
Who made dinner the night before? The Italians.
the Italians. Oh my God.
Still waiting for my French fries and gravy.
French fries and gravy. You want poutine?
What are you, fucking Canadian?
No,
Ew.
gravy.
No, I spent a lot of summers in Canada. Actually, my aunt lived there.
My whole family on my father's side is Canadian.
Are they Canucks?
They're German Canadian.
Oh, German Canadians.
Mhm.
What do you mean? There's Canucks, French Canucks. There's German Canucks.
I don't know. They really don't have too much to do with me because I was adopted. They never considered me a family member. And my dad was the biggest asshole of a Canadian you have ever met in your life. That whole Canadians are all sweet. Mm-mm.
No. Oh.
We got like the one asshole in the whole country or something. And my mom married him. So, you know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The Canadians are very, very. I don't think I've ever met a Canadian that was not nice.
You never met my father then.
Who did we meet that wasn't nice? Canadians?
They're all nice.
They're all my family?
I thought you said the other one.
No.
Have you ever met anybody in Canada with the last name Kurtz? Kurtz.
No, I only know people in Canada with the last names that are Portuguese.
Oh. Well, if you ever run into anybody that has that last name and lives in Canada, they are probably related to me.
Oh.
Because they're everywhere. I will not go to Canada on vacation. Because I would not be able to get away from family, and I'm good with that. I'm like,
We're in Canada.
And then when they immigrated, it was right before Hitler shut down the borders.
Yeah.
And they were in Saskatchewan. They were way out in the boonies on a farm.
Okay.
And then as the family, there were 7 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
So, like I said, they spread everywhere. One of my uncles had an apricot orchard. That was pretty cool. And one of my cousins ended up owning some big computer tech firm that he sold for like $5 million or something. Then his wife had him killed so she could get his money.
Oh,
that
my
was
God.
fun. Yeah, she was sweet. And but I have so many cousins up there, and I'm not in touch with any of them. When my dad died, like 22 years ago, they all just stopped communicating completely. So.
Oh, wow.
But they spread from one end to the other. I had family in British Columbia. I had family in Quebec. I have on my mom's side, we have family in Nova Scotia, but nobody ever talks about them. So I'm really not sure what happened with the family, but I don't know. But yeah.
You want some tea?
Like all my adoptive relatives are Canadian, and I was born in Maine and then lived in Massachusetts. So
he's a mouthful.
Yeah, I mean, I only lived in Maine for like 6 months, and then it was to Massachusetts for 30 some years. So yeah, masshole through and through, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Where'd she live in Mass?
Westford.
Westford.
I grew up in Westford, Massachusetts.
Where's Westford?
It's about 10 minutes outside of Lowell.
Yep.
You jump on 110 and boom, you're in Lowell.
Okay. Tina's saying that Westford is a nice area.
It is. It's very quiet. Well, it was when I lived there. A lot of computer places moved in, but as a teenager, it was boring as fuck. Which is why all we did was get drunk, do drugs, and have sex.
It's a what area? It's a very good area.
Yeah.
Oh, it's snooty area.
It's not snooty, but
the prices have gone up astronomically. I mean, my family home, the house I grew up in, it's not anything fancy. It has about an acre of property, and it's on a dead end street, which is nice. But it sold for $1.5 million.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
It's the prices, housing costs have gone way up in Westford because of all the computer places. They can get the higher prices, Mm-hmm. But it was very, very minimal crime. I mean, we had, when I was growing up, I think we had like 6 cops in the whole town, and they were not busy.
Hi, Scott.
They were mostly busy chasing teenagers around who were getting drunk in the woods, and I never got caught, by the way.
Amy is in the house. Darlene is here. Hi, Darlene.
Hi, Darlene. Hotness can't take a shower. Are they all occupied?
Why can't she take a shower?
I don't know. There's 7 people in her house. What do you think?
Oh.
They all just got back from camping, so I'm sure they're all trying to take a shower at once.
True. True. Yeah.
And then I lived in Lowell for like 7 years.
Yep.
And now I've been in South Carolina for 21.
Oh, how wonderful. Do you ever think of going back to Mass or no?
Honey, I couldn't even afford a cardboard box under a bridge in Massachusetts.
Oh.
I mean, I get $814 a month.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
No, dear.
Go commando, hotness, and don't worry about it.
Where's Amy going now?
She's not going anywhere. She just says she has no clean underwear.
Boy, jeez.
Go commando. It's not going to kill you for a few minutes while you do laundry. Seriously.
What's that?
Amy has no clean underwear. She's got to wash her underwear.
Yeah.
Put a bathing suit on.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep. Cody already told her go commando.
Okay.
You got to let the girls breathe sometimes.
See you later.
Yeah, and that's actually cheap, Darlene, for a 3-bedroom in Massachusetts for only $22.50 a month.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cheap. You wouldn't get that in when I rented an apartment in Westford when I was 18. We got an apartment and it was $650, and it was technically it was only a 1-bedroom, but they tacked on a outside room, like they enclosed a porch or something and made a 2nd bedroom off the kitchen. There was no heat out there. My roommate got that room. But it was nothing fancy, and it was on the 2nd floor, and we were paying $650 a month. Well, I was paying $650 a month. My roommate was too busy spreading her legs to pay rent.
Oh, God. All right. I know the conversation is going. I'm leaving.
No, it's not going there. I was merely explaining something.
Yep.
I got her a job at a bank. I worked at a bank, and I got her a job. I got her an interview. I got her a job. She worked one day, and the next day, people come in and asking me at my work where she was. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because we left for work at the same time. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, she didn't show up for training. And I'm like, so I'm freaking out thinking she got in a car accident. You know, I get home and there's a big old pair of work boots that did not belong to either one of us sitting in my living room. I'm like, you fucking hoe. And sure enough, she decided she spotted some guy sitting on swings or some shit and decided getting laid was more important than going to work. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? So, yeah.
What do they call that? Nymphomaniacs?
No, she was just a slut. So, yeah. I don't know if you guys heard about it was big news back in the day. It was in, I believe, it was in 88. The wife of the Hells Angels that got killed in Westford?
No.
No. The neighbor went crazy, tried to kill his wife. His wife got out of their house, ran next door because they were good friends with the Hells Angels. You know, he was a former president of the Westford chapter, and his wife and everything. And she ran next door to get help. I mean, come on, you live next to Hells Angels. Who else are you going to run to for help, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was there except his wife. She let her in, and he and the neighbor ended up hacking through the door with an axe. And the wife got out. His wife got out, but the Hells Angels wife did not. And he killed her with the axe and then passed out on her couch. And so, yeah, I don't really think he lived too long once he went to jail. But the funeral for that was massive. There were Hells Angels from all over the country, all over the planet. We had people in my town from Ireland, from Dubai. I mean, everywhere that you wouldn't even have thought that there were chapters. There were representatives there. I was sitting in the rest area on my CB talking to truck drivers, and they're like, "What are all these bikers? What is going on? Who's going to die?" You know. And I explained to them what was going on, and every single one of those 18-wheelers moved over.
Awesome.
And let the thousands of motorcycles that were coming down the highway through. And I thought that touched me because that was a huge sign of respect.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah. I mean, there were thousands of Hells Angels in Westford, Massachusetts, which is pretty much a nothing town. Nothing ever happens there. But, yeah.
Wow.
I went to school with the woman who died. I went to school with her daughter. Her daughter used to come and hang in my apartment every once in a while. Yeah, it was very sad.
Wow.
So.
All right. Well, I'm going to go because I got to go put some clothes away.
No, it's not going to go anywhere.
It doesn't matter. I can't stand watching clothes on the couch over here next to me that I just folded. I need to put stuff away.
You know, Susanna.
What?
Party pooper.
I'm not a potty pooper.
You don't have to go away. You can just say, "Be right back." Go put them away.
No, because then I can't do that. Because if I go in there and put stuff away, then I gotta clean the drawer and put things the right way, refold stuff, and you don't understand. You don't understand.
Gigi, behave. I understand because my mother was like that.
I can't. It's just.
Oh
It's
my
great.
goodness. She bleh, spit it out and ate mine. Susanna, she's one of those OCD people.
Mm-hmm.
No,
And it gets to a point where it's just like, but it's also part of an ADHD thing, I'll bet. She'll go in here, I'm starting to do this thing, and then she'll see something else that reminds her to do something else.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a hell of a rabbit hole.
But the thing is every time I do laundry and I go put clothes away, and somehow Tina, when she pulls something out, she messes up, like, say, her socks, right? Because I don't make them in a ball. I just fold them in threes and I put them in the drawer. And then I have them,
You
like,
fold socks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you.
Of course, you have no reason to, but I mean.
Fuck off, Tina.
Oh my God, that's so wrong. But
hey, my socks last twice as long as all of you because I only have to use one at a time instead of two.
Oh my goodness. That's just wrong on so many levels.
But it's true.
But
don't have to use a sock with a prosthetic. So a pair of socks lasts me twice as long.
Mm-hmm.
What I do to solve that problem is all my socks are the same color, so I can just throw them in the drawer and I'm good. If I had a drawer, which I don't, actually. But Susanna would go nuts in my house. I mean, look at it. Although I will say, when I get my jewelry supplies set up, I am completely OCD about my jewelry supplies. Everything has to be exactly where it's supposed to be, and nobody's allowed to touch it.
I'm not so bad about, like, having things where they're supposed to be. I don't mind having something where it's not supposed to be, but it needs to be neat. It can't be, like, crazy, because that, like, I'll have, like, shortness of breath. That gives me, like, shortness of breath. I don't know.
That's not good.
No, so that I'm probably weird or something. I don't know.
It happens to a lot of people. It's an anxiety thing.
It is.
You know,
it's very much an anxiety thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have to. I'm that way about my kitchen when I'm able to set up and cook. I mean, Susanna, you're a cook. Everything has to be where you want it to be.
Oh my God.
You know?
Oh my God. Let me tell you something. So Tina buys me because she goes to the market. So she brings me these spices that I tell her that I want. Well, she puts them on the top shelf. Now, why, if I use those spices, why are you putting them on the top shelf, which I can't reach? Why not put them on the bottom shelf? Because those are the ones that I use the most. No. Right. And then she says it makes sense. It doesn't make sense because I'm the one that's cooking, not you.
I can understand that. Now, see, I mean, when we first moved into this house, and I still had both my feet, and I was mobile, and I was doing all the cooking because we didn't let Issa cook because none of us wanted to die. She was in charge of doing the dishes, which, by the way, I've never met anybody over the age of 16 who didn't know how to wash a fucking plate correctly. Just saying. We used to have her rewash dishes 2 or 3 times because she'd fuck it up. But she'd go to put dishes away. You don't put the colander up on top of the plates. No. I'd be looking under the cabinets for the colander. I'm like, where the hell is the strainer? And she's like, oh, I don't know. I put it away. I'm like, yeah, where did you put it away? Because it's not where it belongs. And she goes, I don't remember. And I opened the cabinet above the stove, and there's a colander on top of plates. And I'm like, why? Stop that. Put it back where it's supposed to go.
I have my I call it the butler's pantry, and it has all my pots and pans. It's got my colanders. It's got all my gadgets that I needed there. It's all right there. And it's got to be, one has to fit inside the other. And if it doesn't, no, there's all hell to pay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have cabinets, and we have the under the counter cabinets and we have the above the counter cabinets. Now, right now, being in a wheelchair, without being able to use my prosthetic to at least stand up, I can't reach anything in the upper cabinets. So when the toxic twin and her mother started cleaning the kitchen, they took all the pots and pans and put them in the upper cabinets. I'm like, you realize I can't reach any of that. I'm in a wheelchair. What the fuck? I'm like, you are not making this very easy for somebody who's, handicapped accessible type of thing. And they put all the plates above the fucking stove. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not going to work. I'm like, what the fuck? So, I mean,
All right,
once
I really
I'm able to use, okay.
All right. I love you guys. Have fun, and I'll probably see you
Love you
later.
too. And tell Tina I said, have a nice fucking day.
I will. I'll tell her just like that. And then she'll
Bye,
say,
Susanna.
"That's not getting
Bye,
from me."
Tina.
Bye,
Because
Willow.
I make that effort just for her. If I'm not mad, I do that just for Tina and for you because it makes you laugh.
It does. All right, guys. Ciao.
See you later, hon.
Bye, Susanna. That was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, after I'm able to get around in the other wheelchair, when I get the new one and stuff, I'm gonna, instead of my mom, I'm gonna have to take one of the days that I'm able to do the craft room, and I'm gonna take one of those days and have me and my mom go through the kitchen. To which my son's laundry will be coming out of the kitchen because it does not belong there, and I do not smoke out in that doorway often enough for him to use that as an excuse. So,
No.
not with the windows open. When she seems to have random windows open all over the fucking house.
And see, I'm sorry. I still bellyaching about that.
He's not paying the electric bill. Close the fucking windows. I can see it when he cooks, having the window open in the kitchen because he uses the fryer and it does get hot. But within an hour after you're done cooking, close the fucking window.
Yeah.
But anyway, saying it, I've said it a million times and it still doesn't get done. And he knows I can't reach it, so low fucker. And I'm not going to try and close that window in the craft room because that's the broken window. And the last thing I need is a piece of that glass coming off and hitting me.
Yeah, we don't need you with any more fucking runs or injuries or anything else.
Nope, I'm good. So, yeah. But I'm going to have my mom help me get the kitchen cleaned up and organized. And because where his laundry is right now is where I need to put that walker. So,
I was tickled to see Susanna stop in. She cracks me up so much.
I love Susanna. So you say Susanna and I say Susanna. I don't know which one she prefers. I should probably ask her that.
I don't. It's to me her name reads as Susanna, not Susanna, because there's not two N's. So, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's just how I read it.
I am going to ask her next time because I don't want to say it wrong. I don't like that. I don't like mispronouncing people's names.
And if I'm saying it wrong, she can correct me. Well, ladies and anybody else who's still hanging out in the rafters, it is 20 minutes, yeah, almost 20 minutes. So 3 hours and 20 minutes. I think I'm going to call it a day. That way we can rest, relax, get something to eat, go to the bathroom, all that fun and lovely stuff.
Yeah, I can't pronounce Darlene's name wrong. That would, if I did, that would be bad.
Well, we could always call you Darlene with a G, Darling.
Well, see, if you yell our name, because I have the same first name as Darlene.
We'll both.
If you yell our name over distance, it sounds like Darling.
I know.
And it was funny because I was at camp once and a counselor was calling my name. I'm like, yes, dear.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, I think I'm going to close this out for the day.
Okay.
I've enjoyed the day. I'm going to see about replacing or fixing. I don't know if I just need to try a different port or what. That this camera's not working right. Here, watch.
Yeah.
See, I'm black screen, guys.
See, it's doing the same thing than Amy was doing.
I'm on the computer. I'm not on my phone, so I will try to figure it out, guys.
Now, have we tried that in a video call?
No, we haven't.
Okay, because Amy's worked in a video call, but it didn't work on StreamYard. And I don't know what she had to do to make an adjustment, but...
So, I will...
Hey, everybody. And don't forget, hit up Hot Mess Thrifter at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern tonight.
Yeah. Do we have a link?
We can get one. I can get one.
I'm checking my subscription.
La, 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 la. Here, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. My comment's still up there from this morning. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern, our time.
Okay. So that's going to be 5 Central.
And there's a link to the Let's Chat for our very awesome hotness. And we'll see you guys there. Could be interesting. You never know. Well, we know. We know it's going to be interesting, so be there. Trust us. Yeah, I made a comment. I think Tim made his comment first. And I made the comment, oh, yeah.
All right.
What the hell time did I do that? Hold on, let me see. 11:30 last night, and it's still there. Wow. That's unusual.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Much love, and I will talk